Hey everybody, look at that. We're live on a very special episode of The Side Quest. Summer Game Quest. Huh? You like that? No? Yeah? No, maybe.
Yeah. Sorry, no, I wasn't paying
Admiring the
attention.
background. Yeah, that's all right. That might be just the majority of the show today. You were not paying attention.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to practice to get ready
Uh-huh.
for all of the world premieres. You know,
Yep. You know, I
that,
probably
and I
should.
realized I still had a game running. It was like, oh god, hold on, I'm in the middle
Yeah,
of
I
a
know.
cutscene apparently.
Well, hey, we can actually chat about a few things that have been happening.
All right, we got 4 minutes.
We got 4 minutes. Hey, there's a lot of cool Xbox stuff.
Yeah, you would almost think that it was a leak with the stuff that they talked about today.
Yeah.
I I don't know. I was, we mentioned how maybe we just want to focus on games for Sunday,
Right.
but they also have a two-part thing. They've got Sunday and they've got Tuesday. Is I think it's, I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting my hopes up, but it feels like you don't drop the kind of big news that Xbox did today unless you have a lot of other shit to talk
Yeah.
about.
Yep.
So who knows? I don't know. Maybe I'm just being unnecessarily hopeful. But anyway, the stuff that they did talk about was mostly Game Pass related. Not shocking. It's been their major business focus. And so they announced their deal with Samsung.
Yep.
And so finally, official word about integration of Game Pass directly into new Samsung TVs coming out at some point. I don't think there were any specifics. And the other big thing for me was the idea that any games that you purchase for, on Xbox will become a part of your cloud streaming library natively by default. So that's regardless of whether or not it's part of Game Pass, that game will become available for streaming,
I think
which
that
is
is
a very interesting idea.
yes. I think that is pretty fantastic from my thoughts, I guess.
Although,
There's
big question is, how does it work for disc-based games?
I think that's no, that's the
Do they have a 14-day, your Xbox with the disc has to check in before you can play that in the cloud again? We've been down this path before when the last generation or the last new generation of consoles kind of got announced and came out, of how are they going to DRM this? And boy, am I happy that we get to go over this all over again.
boy are my arms tight. No, I think one of the really interesting aspects. Sorry, I was like fiddling with 10 things here. One of the really kind of cool things about this whole thing is that obviously it's 2022 model year. First of all, 2022 model year and beyond Samsung TVs, because those are the ones that are going to have the actual gaming hub built in. But regardless, Black Friday is when everybody buys their TVs anyway. So if you're buying a TV this Black Friday, you're going to get the gaming hub built into it. If you're buying a Samsung TV, this is just a whole new reason to go to Samsung instead of going to LG and other stuff. And it's because Samsung did say it's. I mean, obviously, I'd be buying it for Game Pass, but Stadia is a part of it. So that's
and I'm assuming, did they announce that it was also going to be PlayStation?
Not yet, but GeForce is, and a couple, Utomic,
GeForce, and then was
GeForce Now. Sorry, GeForce Now, whatever.
Was Amazon Luna?
Was that on there? I can't remember.
No, I know. I'm asking because I don't remember.
No, I don't know.
I only read the. I'm gonna be honest. I only read the tweet.
Yeah, exactly. You only read the tweet that I sent out. Sorry. No, there'll be more to be named later, is basically what everyone's saying. So, I would hope that Sony puts theirs in there, but Sony has their own TVs as well, so who knows? But I think regardless, I think there's going to be some cool it's a cool reason to get a Samsung in case you're shopping for a new TV. But the Game Pass stuff, just in general, the cloud gaming thing. I don't buy a lot of digital games yet on consoles, only because
my favorite announcement.
What's that? Oh yeah. Here we go. You know what? Let's crack open our drinks, shall we?
Oh yeah, you know what? It's summer.
It's summer.
I've got a grapefruit hard seltzer over here.
Nice.
Local New Jersey brewery.
I was gonna get a local Michigan brewery. What's the company?
It's called Cape
Look, everybody
May.
can't wait to be offended. Look at this. Bob Ball. Thank you, Bob. Raylan made it.
I've got stuff I can say about Bob Ball. Easy.
I got a truly kiwi mojito style hard seltzer. I got a bunch of
All right.
This is the poolside. You can't look at it disappear. Look what I'm holding. Nothing.
It's almost like that blue is really similar to the background.
Maybe. Jeff personally gave us the Summer Game Fest backgrounds, so
yeah. Okay, I really appreciate
Cheers,
him. He's had a busy morning, and I really appreciate it.
All that coffee that he's not drinking. Cheers. Here we go. So light. Yeah, let's do that.
I'll never forget that time that Bob Ball threw a stuffed animal into the rafters at PAX East trying to give stuff away.
That was fantastic.
Never forget it.
You mean dinosaur suit wearing Bob Ball?
No, sorry, I meant just man in dinosaur suit. I have no recollection of who it was.
Street Fighter 6 is the first bit of news.
Wow, man, it feels like I just heard about this game. Weird.
Confirm a character that nobody. I'm gonna turn this up.
I feel like there was gameplay footage in.
Yeah, I think there was
in the trailer, but all right, whatever, man.
Maybe it's the first gameplay footage for this character.
You won't know what hit you. Let me have some fun.
Sweetest dinosaur. Yes, it really was.
For a second, I thought they were about to say America's Hero is back and then show us a video of Ryu. I was like, oh no.
I'm already getting a deluge of PR coming in right now of stuff.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Guile was Guile and Blanca for me in the original Street Fighter 2. The two characters I always used. Always. I was great with Guile. Guile was fantastic. And then Blanca was really good for like beginners. Just keep spamming the
charge character player. Yeah, gross.
Yeah. I'll turn it up a little bit, Playland. Let's do that. Yeah. I just didn't want it to over. Sorry. What happened here?
So help me God.
Typical Dolly. There you go. Sorry, I'm just turning the volume up. Can you guys hear a little better?
Yeah, I mean, can't you tell that Dolly stream master himself?
Yeah.
It's all about the comb. All right. Next,
wait, what did he say?
A brand new game announcement here at Summer Game Fest.
Wait, what?
Check this out.
Here we go.
Oh god, there it is. There it is. That's a drink.
Yeah, drink. World premiere, baby.
Sergeant Leo Alvarez of the CM Leth Recon Squad. Our mission was to enter the Tantalus base.
This is the is this Escape from Tarkov or whatever the new game is from those devs?
We found the relay, but there was
I don't know. I mean, maybe they should probably finish Escape from Tarkov first.
they should try to go back.
If you want my honest opinion, but
releases of One Piece.
Take the lead.
Both Taylor and I got haircuts for this
coincidental,
event.
And I mean not coincidental, of course, intentional.
Intentional, and we got our seltzers. So hope you guys have seltzers with you, you gals and guys and dinosaurs.
A new kind of evil, and it found us first.
What the?
This wasn't human.
Oh, is it an Aliens game?
Oh, a new Aliens game. Interesting. Yet another Aliens game. They're going to keep trying, aren't they?
Oh, they're never going to give up, I don't think.
Through that door! Hold that door, Sergeant!
Hold that door. What? You're not holding that door.
I don't know what I saw in there. But I know when I close my eyes, I still see it. Now everyone's dead. And someone needs to know.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Departure from what? So we did see gameplay for the last like 6 seconds there. So it looked like
Dark Descent.
That was Aliens
Four-
Dark Descent, and it's
4-player
now
isometric top-down.
and PC.
Mm-hmm.
Next, 2 years ago at the Game Awards,
Eh.
Tactical? Maybe a tactical
from the
game?
creative forces
Maybe.
behind the Dead Space franchise. Today, I am thrilled.
I'm really
to
excited
show
for
you
Callisto
the first
Protocol.
raw gameplay alongside its creator, Glenn Schofield. But first, here's the quote-unquote Schofield cut of the brand new trailer with a little more gore.
Okay. This is how we're gonna play this one. This for our presentation today, I think.
Reminder everyone, you have to take a sip whenever he announces world premiere, which has only happened once in the
Only
first
one
7
so
minutes.
far. He did try and temper expectations.
I guess, yeah.
Just like you would have been if I hadn't.
Jeff's
fished
tweeting
blood.
right now as the show is going on.
So whatever
That
you're
man's
holding
addicted.
on to right there. That's your old life. You gotta let that go. Because your new life is entirely in my hands. I'm just trying to give you.
See,
the
even our
chance.
boy Zach could have joined us because the nice thing about StreamYard is it uses you can use your phone to call in.
It's just that easy.
It's just that easy.
So I'm kind of into the aesthetic of this game.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
my biggest complaint so far is that when like the walk animation for everybody, I mean, it was like this in Dead Space as well.
Yeah.
But like everybody's got like that hunch. Like even the normal dudes have like this hunch when they walk, and their arms are always like bent kind of awkwardly.
Gives me chills every time.
You know the fact that this game started as being a part of the PUBG universe is really funny. It's like why
Yeah, it
not?
was,
And they pulled it from there, but I thought that was kind of cool.
I was listening to Jeff Gerstmann when he was doing his first
Yeah.
solo thing, and you know this trailer was part of the PlayStation Fest, and so he was talking about it. He was like, I kind of wish they just left that in, you know, just because why not? And
why not?
Yeah, I feel the same way. Sure, why not? Make shit weird, keep it weird. I agree.
That's right. We know what you wanted to see. And joining me now, Glenn Schofield, Striking Distance. Glenn, first of all, congratulations. This game looks absolutely incredible. And I got to say, the fact that you have built this team.
Congratulations on that
studio,
sport
new
coat,
IP,
Glenn.
Shipping
That's
this
pretty
December,
sharp.
all in COVID, blows me away. So congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, man.
I mean, what about the drip on the shoes we got?
Well, I guess so. Yeah.
And, you know, for a second, just give me a second. You know, I want to
Just
thank
give
you
me a second.
for all you've done for the game industry all these years, man. I think I've known you like 16, 17 years now. And you've been an ambassador. You've amplified new games, new studios, and I just wanted to thank you. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you. It's not about me. It's about you guys.
Yeah, I know.
I
But
appreciate that. Thank you so much. And yeah, it's so fun to do these shows and to show this game. So people saw the trailer, but what I'm so excited today is that you just brought a raw gameplay sequence. This game is in development, and people are going to be blown away, I think, when they see it. But tell us a bit about what are we going to see today?
yeah, we got a couple minutes of, like you said, like raw gameplay. It's 2 segments in the first half of the game. One is a med bay, another one is a power station, and you're going to see some new enemies, some brutality, some just about everything. We're showcasing a new.
I laugh randomly. It's because I read a tweet that was
It's
funny.
like
Just prefacing that.
the enemies.
I have a feeling there's going to be a few tweets about that recent interaction where we just unpromptedly said thanks to Jeff Keighley for hosting an event, I guess.
Will kill our main character, Jacob, and in a very unique way. And just for a second, I want to thank the team, man. Like you said, through COVID, through everything else, the dedication, the hard work.
I want to thank you
guys
again,
are
Jeff.
amazing. Thank you very much.
I almost thought he was going to do it, man. I was like, oh man, he's double dipping.
World-class next-gen game. It's rare that teams are bringing something out like this year, and let's let the
Imagine this starts a sequence where every single person that presents something has to thank Keighley.
Let's show more.
All right. You see that, like the elbows are bent. 2
hours,
like
Stefan. Yeah.
You know, like they never drop their arms. I don't know. Is it...
That's to be honest, that's how I walk. It's like the very typical. I'm gonna start walking like that, and just at the office the next time I go in.
There's so much dripping everywhere.
It very much is a Dead Space-ish dripping game.
Yeah,
right.
Feels like it.
Yep.
Okay.
Right down to the glowing stuff on the back. Although this was kind of a cool little.
Yeah, I mean it was
thing there. Interesting.
Okay, we got limb dismemberment.
Yep. Oh, people falling from the ceiling. Okay.
I was feeling like Dead Space already.
Glowing stuff in the back. The HUD-less screen, right? That's Dead Space said, no, you don't need anything on the screen. It's just everything, all the details you see are on the...
Active dodge mechanic, interesting inclusion.
I'm really excited for Callisto Protocol. And stomping! Dead Space stomping is in! Yes!
Oh my god. Yes! You had to stomp him to get credits.
Yeah. Oh, it's perfect.
Jesus. Okay. Oh, we got the suit. Oh my god. We are.
There it is.
God, at what point is it just the game?
Yeah. Oh my god.
No, we can throw things in the
Yeah. The pickup, yeah, if we
I mean, if you think that for any reason that I would have the ability to throw an enemy into a giant fan, okay, he died. He fell into the meat grinder. Okay.
All right, moving on. This October, Call of Duty Modern Warfare arrived. Infinity Ward is
as
once
much
again
shit as we
returning
give
to its
Jeff.
roots for a modern-day action game.
Partly, he's
Today,
just
we're about
kind
to
of
show
like
you the
us in a
world
weird,
premiere
stupid
of its
way.
gameplay with a level playthrough. To tell us more, let's head to the Port of Long Beach
Leyland
to check
says this
in
looks okay.
with
I
Johanna
think it looks
Ferris,
better than
the
okay.
head of
All
Call
right.
of Duty.
Hi, everyone. In 2019, Modern Warfare changed everything. And on October 28th, we ushered in a new era of Call of Duty with the launch of
Is she
Modern
in a
Warfare
hangar?
2.
I don't.
We are back.
What's
We are
happening?
bigger.
They're on the
We are bringing
island.
the
They're on
entire
the
team.
port thing that
Price.
Oh,
they did.
Soap,
They created.
Alejandro, and of course, Ghost. We needed a stage big enough to debut Call of Duty in a whole new way.
oh, the Skullman.
Inspired by the world
Yeah,
we're
Skull-
about to
Skull Dude.
enter.
Skull
Oil
dude.
rigs, cargo ships, and staggering odds are just the beginning. Here is Modern Warfare 2.
Man, it is actually kind of fun to not be the target audience for this because, like, I just don't give a shit.
Yeah, same.
I don't care.
Eyes in the ring.
All right, that's our target. Shadows 1 and 2. Push to your hook points. Let's invite ourselves in.
All stations ship is visual.
There any disclaimers that we can't see, Dolly, in regards to in-engine footage or anything?
No, that's usually right in the middle.
This could be a trap.
Interesting.
Let's see. Nope.
Actual, we're set.
Copy. Get to work.
Oh, they did it because their PR thing because it starts off on like a big platform on the water.
Up and at 'em.
Interesting. That's why they debuted the logo there. I haven't had lunch yet, so I could get pretty happy here pretty quickly.
Entry HU internal. 2-1. Making entry.
So, cut right clear through.
PlayStation buttons, just worth noting.
Mm-hmm. It's I think they said the beta is on PlayStation first.
Rim clear. Coming out. Shadow 1 moving to the southeast stairwell. Scorers, right side.
It's always very interesting to watch people play scripted demos. Just with the way that they control the camera, and just nobody is ever going to play this level like this in their whole life.
Yeah. They kind of have to do this for the for these streaming shows.
Well, yeah, of course.
Ghost, we're moving to the main deck. What's your
This
status?
Jeff never really did like live play sessions in his typical gaming things, right? There was always like, here's the trailer, let's move on. Here's the trailer, let's move on. So this definitely feels more like an E3-ish event where there's actual gameplay taking place, right?
Sure.
I am actually okay with that because that is one thing I really did like about E3 was just the live gameplay, and obviously live gameplay that could go horribly wrong on screen is always a lot of fun. But
Yeah, agreed. Well, and the other thing that
very typical, yeah,
that I started to enjoy more compared to, well, I mean, I still love the press conferences.
Yeah.
But that I started to like more and more was when you had the lulls and then they sat down with devs and talked about stuff for the intermission segments. I love how the pre-orders for all the games are going up as the show goes on. Modern Warfare 2 pre-orders just went up.
Aliens. I don't know if Aliens has yet, but yeah.
Clear.
Fair. I mean, I get that it's a video game, but like, who just like has Molotov cocktails on a raining, like on a ship? I don't think it's a thing that you put like bring to an oil rig.
Where are the
Kyle, our good friend Kyle Orland, says he tweeted out, FPS players demoing a game at events always move so much slower than I've ever seen anyone actually playing one of these games move. You're right, because you're typically running from one end of a boat to another end. You gotta stretch that 3 minutes you have.
Road 1 back in the water, inbound to your position. Solid copy, we're taking effective fire. The LZ will be hot. Roger that. Once we're on deck, we push to the bridge. Fast. Secure those controls. Stop this missile. Yep. How's the way forward? Take the ramp. Hold tight, Sergeant.
Okay. Seems exceptionally dangerous.
Let's have ourselves a gunfight. Missile controls are on the
Wow.
bridge.
Call of Duty games are so dumb.
They really are, but that's okay.
Alejandro, maintain overwatch from the rig. We're forcing up. Copy that.
So, real briefly, I'm going to be definitely getting some contact cleaner to try to clean. It's just the one control key now that's the only issue. It's got a little bit of stickiness. So, for those that don't know, I managed to spill
your keyboard.
essentially a half a cup of coffee, half a mug of coffee all over my keyboard on my gaming laptop, which I use more than any other device in my house. And so I was mortified, absolutely mortified that something bad had happened. But so far, so good. But if you see me freaking out over the next few weeks, you guys will know why. But yeah, I think just a little bit of that coffee managed to get under this one key. So I'll be... I don't know if I need to disassemble my laptop to get to it, or I can just pop this control key off. I don't know.
You start by popping the control key off, get some 70% rubbing alcohol on a Q-tip, and go from there. Okay.
It's a long demo, that's for sure.
Close off the bridge entry. Secure the deck and we'll blow the door.
Visual on bridge entry.
Check it. Controls are internal. All right, stand back. Shadow 1 going explosive on bridge entry.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think this is kind of an odd choice.
Yeah.
This is not exactly... Okay, there we go. I was like, it wasn't exactly exhilarating. I don't know if that's what I would go with.
Pre-order now and get early access to the open beta.
Okay. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll do that.
That's what we're talking about. And joining us now, up from Long Beach, Johanna, great to see you. How's everything?
It's great. Thanks.
Great to have you with us. And also Jeff from Infinity Ward. So we saw the first gameplay. Thanks for that extended sequence. Looks incredible. Jeff, tell us a bit about that mission. Where is that set in the game? What are we seeing there?
Absolutely. So first of all, we're really excited to welcome back Captain John Price and Gaz Garrick. You know, they're not actually in the SOT today, but they're returning members from 141. And then the other two characters that you may recognize from the older franchise that we're reimagining are Simon Ghost Riley and of course Soap John McTavish. And then a couple other new characters in here that we're really excited that we got to create for this game. First, Commander Philip Graves and Mexican Special Forces Colonel Alejandro. And Alejandro, I gotta say, it's a character we're really excited about. He's a guy who's super capable and a guy who's just as important as Task Force 141. But as far as the level's concerned, you know, I got a shout out to IW. You know, this was a tremendous collaboration across all of the different disciplines. As you saw, everybody coming together, some really motivated devs here. And you know, you saw the wind and the animations. And
so, Adalia, are we on game number 4 right now?
I think so.
Which
yeah.
is actually pushing the boat in different directions. It's creating a physically dynamic
So
environment.
At this rate, we're going to hit 4 games in like 28 minutes.
Right?
So like 12 minutes a game-ish.
and this emergent gameplay. So again, I'm very excited. Just can't wait that I'm so excited that we get to show it off today.
And that's just a hint of where things are going to go. Johanna, tell us a bit about Call of Duty.
So at that
overall.
rate, we're going to see a grand total of 10 games if the current pace holds.
Yeah, we first of all, thanks for having us here. We're just so excited for October 28th. It's such a big moment, not just for Modern Warfare 2 and everything that Jeff and the team at Infinity Ward have built, but it really marks the step change, what we're calling a transformational moment for the entire franchise. You're going to see incredible rendering, incredible graphics, all the things just within the game itself, built all on one shared engine now across Warzone.
Looks like Focus Entertainment announced that Aliens Dark Descent is coming in 2023 to PS5, PS4, Xbox Series XS, and Xbox One, and PC.
Existing players as well. So
the usual array of games.
All eyes on the 28th.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I think the collaboration's just been incredible.
I don't think that we're going to see the phase out of last gen until 2023, and most likely even then, probably late 23.
Big moment, and there's going to be a lot more to come.
Even though there are a few games that are now announcing that they're skipping last gen, like the Gotham Knights game and a couple others, but
I'm talking about the broader phase out.
Yeah, the broader phase out. Yep, agreed.
Yeah,
and even then, we're going to see games that go across both gens. I would guess through 2024. We'll still see some of them come out.
What's interesting is that around that time, we will definitely have new, probably pro-level versions of consoles or whatever the next gen of the PS. That's 4 years into the PS5 in 2024.
You would think so,
right? And the Xbox. So I would definitely expect new consoles.
Thanks, Johanna.
Rumblings of new consoles sometime in 2023, like pro or next gen, half gen versions, and then 24 being when we might see them.
30 years after its first release. I love this game when I was growing up, so I'm honored to share this very first look.
World premiere. Okay, hold on, let me grab. I was eating, but I'll pause for that. Microids.
So Microids is publishing a lot of, they've grown really quickly. Been publishing a lot of kind of kid IPs and older franchises. So let's see what they got here.
I don't recognize this personally.
I don't either.
Off the bat.
30 years later.
It's been 1 million years.
Mech Warrior? I don't know.
I need JJ. JJ would know what this is in a heartbeat.
JJ would be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe they're making this." This is a horrible JJ impression.
Twitter says flashback. I don't know what flashback is.
Flashback too. You never played Out of This World / Flashback?
No.
Or sorry, Out of This World, Another World, but Flashback was sort of the spiritual successor. That's cool. Cinematic puzzle platformers.
All right, let's turn back time. Back in 2017, we announced Witchfire at the Game Awards. Almost 5 years later, I am so excited that the team
to re-announce it
in Poland has put together an in-depth look at the gameplay of this dark fantasy first-person shooter, which will enter early access soon. I am so excited to play this, and I bet you will be too after you see this.
World premiere.
World premiere. Take a shot.
All right, well, that seriously upped our games per minute.
There you go, yeah.
Okay.
So that's what, 6 games? 6 games now?
This puts us at number 6. Of those 6 games, 5 of them has featured main gameplay shooting guns. Just throwing it out there. Just saying.
I'm going to start getting my snack on here. So this is going to run for close to 2 hours is what Jeff personally told me in the email blast, everybody. Actually, via tweet. I got to eat something. I haven't had lunch yet. So I'm eating Jack's Special Tortilla Chips. These are really good.
I'm having some Stoned Wheat Thins. I was having some cheese and crackers earlier.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. The high life, man.
Well, before that, I had my main lunch, which was Greek yogurt, granola, and fruits. So.
Ooh, that's what I get too. That's a good lunch.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's Witchfire. I had not really heard much about that game before today, so.
Okay, next up comes an ambitious new game from a new independent studio in Europe, starring some very familiar names. Enjoy this world premiere.
There we go, world
new
premiere.
game announcement.
I'm going to get my next one already.
I know, I'm close to that too.
Officer Taylor, Medlog.
Oh, this one's going to have guns for sure.
Today, I can't believe what I saw.
All right, we're in space, I'm assuming. That looked like a rover vehicle.
Solace, everything okay in there?
Yeah.
Something is going on here. And I need to find out what it is.
It's been 8 minutes since Troy Baker voiced the main character, so I'm glad that they could finally get him work.
Is Troy and Roger in person. Guys, this is so fun. The fact that you're working on a game together. What a cool team up. Welcome to the show.
Good to be here.
I got to ask you guys, who are your characters in this game?
Well, I get to play a character named Wyatt Taylor, who's a medical officer who's stationed at this base, Fort Solace. And it's the epicenter of this mystery that we'll discover and uncover as we go through the game. And of course, my character will be at times in opposition with Roger's character.
The battle we've been waiting to see.
An interesting choice when you have like three, game
So great to be here. Thanks
producer, developer in a row, and then take two of the main voice actors of the game. I mean, granted, they're big names,
I
but
play a character by the name of Jack Leary. He's a maintenance engineer on a remote Martian mining post. His job is to make sure that none of the equipment breaks down while it's on their graveyard shift. The graveyard shift meaning Mars and Earth are really far apart from each other and their orbits around the sun. So help is not a simple call away.
I got to ask, I think a lot of people will see this thing and they'll probably wonder, it's a new team, right? Independent studio in Europe that's making this, but with huge production values. I'm curious, how did you guys get attached to this? Tell us a bit about the background.
I will say that 2020 to me was the most impactful year for games. It was the first. I mean, obviously we had this unprecedented event with the pandemic, and that forced the way that we look at everything as a society, but also the way that
Is Troy going to tell us about
brand new consoles? We had more tools that were being made.
NFTs? Wasn't he the guy that was into the voice acting?
So yeah, he was going to be a part of the voice engine.
Just like anybody else, we got reached out.
and-
James Tinsdale with this brand new studio said we'd like for you
To his credit, he did back out eventually.
Game and walk me through
after getting absolutely fucking roasted for it.
Obliterated.
Absolutely nonstop.
We want this to feel it's a tight thriller. We want it to feel like Dead Space meets Duncan Jones' Moon, and I was like, sign me up. I'm into that. Absolutely.
And full performance capture and everything.
Ah,
right?
yeah.
Absolutely. New studio,
Absolutely.
brand new energy. And of course, I get to work with one of the best of the business.
And me.
I get the privilege
Who's the
of
other
getting to see this guy and watch him in action. I love to work, and I love the challenges and all the new innovations that this medium provides to performers. We can't wait to show you what we've been working on. I think it's going to.
Yeah, I guess I've seen some of the behind the scenes and the performance capture, Unreal Engine 5. I mean, it looks absolutely phenomenal. Can you give us a hint about the gameplay? Like, what are we going to do?
I was going to say, what is the game?
Important. So
Wait, what does
we're
it
gonna let
actually
the
look
game
like?
speak for itself. We'll be showing you more later on, but this is a game where you as the player that you're going to be exploring, you're going to be discovering. Like we said, it's a very tight thriller.
Troy has really good hair, I gotta
You'll be
say.
very fast-paced through this world. There'll be multiple locations, multiple ways for you to traverse, which we're excited to show you about. And then the narrative is a huge element to this. They didn't waste any resources on the performance.
If they give me
I gotta tell
like
one
a
quick
no
story,
guns,
if I can, it was one of our favorite moments.
Metal Gear Solid style, where it's just like you
There was
have
a
to
lot of
like
action in
figure
this
shit
game,
out,
and that was at
but
the
you
forefront
go
of it.
undetected.
And to speak to the performance
I'm in.
capture
I'm
aspect, we
down.
brought in an incredible. I got to give him a shout out to Nathaniel, our stunt coordinator, who walked us through and really approached this in a completely different way than anything I've ever done before. And he says, "I want to know the story of this fight." And so Roger and I sat down. We said, "These are who our characters are." And he goes, "Give me 1 hour, and I will come back to you with the story of this fight." And after an hour, he comes to us and he goes, "It was like a recovery program. It was 12 steps," and he walked us through this incredible fight.
But then again, if it was described as Dead Space,
I've got no ego about this, but
what are the what's the likelihood that there's not guns in
grabbed
it?
me by my shoulders and he says,
Yeah,
"Oh, you
right.
can, you will, and it's going to be glorious."
And we did.
And we
It's
did.
like a dance. There was a lot of trust, and it worked out.
Yeah, I mean,
We're
big,
excited
big
about it.
stunts. I mean, this is so cool to see. It's an independent studio doing this, teaming up with you guys. We can't wait to see more. Troy, Roger, thanks for joining us here.
Happy to be
on
here.
Summer Game
Thank you.
Fest. All right, appreciate it very much, guys. All right, well, next up, keeping up with the space theme, it's time to world
Oh my
premiere
God.
a very exciting new game, which will
I
feature
have to go get it. I don't have any more. All right,
legend
hold on.
Mick Gordon. This one is going to grab you, and we are so honored to debut it.
Another space horror game, guys.
The fuck is happening here?
The moon landing was faked.
People are starting to pick up and be like, "Are we ever going to stop watching the Dead Space trailer or what?" It's been like 30 minutes of Dead Space.
Oh my god, it's a Dead Space gun.
Jesus fucking Christ. Please make it be like a camera gun or something instead. For the love of God, anything. You just like fucking tweet after tweet. 9-volt. Every game developer remembered
9-volt.
how dope Dead Space was, and honestly, it's about time. Okay, scary robot things. I'm into it.
That's it? Routine? Okay, alright.
Raw Fury getting in there. All right.
Doesn't that look great? That was Routine coming to
don't know what
Xbox
that
and
was.
PC. It was first announced a decade ago.
I'm-
It is now
Oh, really?
back. I can't wait to
Jeez.
see more.
What?
Now it's
Never-
time to talk to a very
Wow.
special guest who's been in his fair share of video games, including most recently Fortnite
Mario.
as the Foundation. Dwayne Johnson, welcome to Summer Game Fest. How are you?
What's up, everybody?
He's
What's up,
shirtless
Jeff?
working out.
And
Hell
what is
yeah,
up to
rock.
the Summer Game Fest audiences live streaming.
All right.
This is
around
awesome.
The world.
He's like,
Everybody
shit, you guys
inside
are
the epic
inconveniencing me from
IMAX
lifting
theaters.
right now.
Dwayne Johnson here, coming at you from my Iron Paradise, the very hot
Wow.
and sweaty and smelly Iron Paradise.
I mean, is this just gonna be a Black Adam trailer? Like, what's going on?
Maybe.
One fastest growing energy drink in the game.
Oh my god! I love
Wow.
how, dude, Rock is such a fucking businessman, dude.
He really is.
He only agrees to do these spots if he gets to name drop whatever product he is currently sponsoring and or immediately profiting from.
Yes.
It's incredible.
Delivering, and I deliver them often. You guys also know me as
The Terramana guy. Just say it.
greatest and most
Say it.
electrifying surprise in gaming that happened. You know me as the Foundation. And I got to tell you guys, number one, thank you so much.
What is he talking about? I actually don't know what that was a
Fortnite,
reference.
He is in some Fortnite
I got to
thing.
say that,
Oh,
it's such a pleasure,
sure, man.
working with Epic Games and the teams over there. And we cannot wait to show you what we have in store for the future. And speaking of the future, in the future, you will also know me as Black Adam. Black Adam.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
He is ruthless. He is unstoppable. And for those who don't, I always like to say, quick
Here's the
tutorial
trailer
is
from
this.
yesterday. Playland, you're
Black
right.
Adam
He
has
does
the
use
powers of
every
Superman,
single
but
freaking
the only
piece of gear
difference-
there, like
well,
for
there's a
2
few
hours at a
differences,
time.
But one of the biggest differences is Superman's weakness is magic, and Black Adam's one of his.
No.
Telling you, man.
Superman's
I
weakness
told
is
you.
kryptonite.
You do the math. October 21st. I cannot wait for you guys to see Black Adam around the world in theaters only, and you guys will finally see the hierarchy of power in the DC universe change.
Falling asleep, Dwayne. Let's move on, man.
Yeah.
To become Black Adam, and it is a role that's in my DNA, and that I was.
Can I get this in a cameo?
Born to play the Man in Black.
Could have just paid for a cameo.
did Jeff just drop like a few G's to get a cameo from The Rock?
Stay focused.
He keeps so, drink some Terramana.
Enjoy your gaming, and I'll see you down the road. This is Black Adam.
Wait.
That is the trailer. Oh my god.
What have your powers ever given to you?
Wait.
Nothing but heartache.
It's just a trailer for the movie. That we
Yeah, I know. I
yesterday.
saw it. I saw it. What did it come out yesterday?
Yeah.
I was reborn.
But wait, did we include The Rock just so that he could say, "Hey, I like games. Thanks for playing video games," and then play the trailer for his movie?
Thanks, gamers. Here's the trailer you guys already saw.
Well, you can be a savior.
Mike Minotti says he's pissed that The Rock didn't also pimp his tequila brand.
Oh my god.
Up to you.
Chef Grubb tweeted out, "Enjoy your gaming" from The Rock, which is just perfect. Oh, God almighty.
Yeah, all right.
Here we go. All right, let's do this. New campaign, new guns, new stomps. Oh, Outriders is a thing.
Could have fooled me. This trailer already looks more interesting than the entire gameplay that I played of Outriders. You can't trick me, son.
Quest in the Discord says Silk Song's gonna show up.
Yeah, fucking.
It actually might. I mean, the TMNT game is gonna show up because they're launching next week.
Yeah.
We've had 3 brand new games so far: Flashback 2, Fort Solace, and Routine. Did I miss any others? And then The Rock's Black Adam.
Oh man.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of like chill and wait. I mean, Outriders wasn't inherently bad. It was just kind of uninspired.
Cool. June 10th, the end game reveal. The end game reveal, they're basically done. Oh, a Switch game.
Okay.
What's this? Is this Neon something?
This could be the Neon White.
This is where.
Oh wait, no, this is just.
Oh,
we're gonna drill down hard real quick.
This is just commercial, isn't it? Here's the Nintendo Direct.
Dude, Nintendo was like, "Yo, how much we got to pay for this 30 seconds?" All right, fine, do it.
Playland says the Switch has got games. It actually has the most like first-party releases this year of anybody.
It really does. The Switch is actually kind of dominating big releases for 2022.
I wouldn't always call them so big though, because Nintendo still function like a 16-bit company.
It's so crazy.
Than, it's like, hey, let's just pump out a game like Switch Sports, which doesn't use the amount of resources that a Last of Us remake uses. So
not even close.
Not-
Switch. I mean, even Mario, the new Mario Strikers feels that way.
yeah, it does. It does. Yeah.
Kind of all of their recent Switch games feel that
Their
way.
last few have, yeah, they've definitely
To
felt like
me.
they're
Like Tennis Aces, Mario Golf, especially all the golf or all the
Tennis
sport
Aces
ones.
is 4 years old.
That was
I
so
didn't realize.
Oh my god, what is time?
2018. It's almost time for a new Tennis Aces game.
Holy
shit. Platforms, including the Switch, Xbox, PC, and PlayStation. All right, back to another new game announcement. We're going to announce
I'm
a
out.
brand new
Time for
game
you.
and universe from a new
A
team
new
of
universe.
legendary
What?
developers. Check this out.
Legendary.
All right, world premiere.
Strawberry. Strawberry Melon Fizz. Oh, Frost Giant. A tactical game, I think this is what this is.
I was gonna say it's gonna be the Minecraft RTS game, but that shit's waiting for the Microsoft Bethesda.
Yes, it is. And that I'm actually kind of excited about that.
Signal's breaking up. Command, I'll do one last scan. See you soon. Over. Okay, hurry.
Zach, you were wrong. Silk Song did not show up next.
It's a shame that he has to be kicked from the Discord.
Very good. Whenever I see the UPS truck parked on the street in front of me, I think, is that for me this time?
Command,
But
maybe
I haven't
onto
ordered
something.
anything recently. It's probably for the neighbors across the street. It got to the point over the last couple of years where, because I stare out the window and I've been ordering a ton of crap online, that I'm just constantly looking for stuff to show up. Yeah, he's not coming to my house. Dang it.
What do we got going on here?
I have it. Command. Repeat, I have it. Mission accomplished.
Is it StarCraft?
Hang tight, Doc. I've got this.
Okay.
All these cinematic trailers, baby.
Yeah, I'm just like, dog, I want to know what kind of game you're showing me.
Glad you could make it.
We gotta move. Now. There's a storm coming.
Okay, what do we got here?
And hell's coming with it.
Swear.
Sounds like a Warhammer name. Storm. Okay.
I don't know.
Did they show any
I
gameplay?
don't want to be a downer, but like I'm not interested, man.
There you have it, Tim. Congratulations. Stormgate is real. We have a
So it is
name.
an
I am more.
Details.
I am more
so
interested in
Congratulations on this announcement. We're so excited about the return of
the game that has been in development for 10 years and then just showed up at the Summer Games Fest for a 30-second
during
demo.
a massive solar storm that unleashed the infernal host on future Earth.
Tim Morton.
Okay. And we saw some hints of some. I mean, you know, you guys coming from Blizzard and StarCraft, everyone wants to know about races. You know, tell us about the sides in this RTS game.
Yeah, we're unveiling our first 2 factions today, but there will be more. So the Human Resistance, and we saw an archaeologist from the Human Resistance in that intro cinematic, and then also the Infernal Hosts, who are these demon-like monsters who come from another world.
I think one thing everyone wants to know about, especially your background.
I love
heavily
that
of the
Stefan
team,
is
but,
just
you know, where do you
he's
want
just
to
razzing
genre? It's something we've all
poor
loved for
Zach in the
decades, but, you
Discord
know,
right now
opportunity
about
for a
not
lot
being
of
on the
innovation.
stream.
I know you're going to show us, I think, some hints of where you're going to go image-wise with the actual gameplay made in Unreal Engine. But
by the way,
any
I just
sense
got
of what
my
you wanna
I have
do
to
for the
stand
gameplay in
up
this
time to stand up notification on
Absolutely.
my
But the first
Apple
thing I
Watch,
wanna
which means
say
my
is we
hand
are
goes to the
very
side
consciously
and
trying to
I
stay
swing it
true
left and
to
right
what
until or
players
4F
already
until
love
I get
about RTS.
to hit that stand goal.
Where we're really trying to push the genre.
I'll let you
and
guys
be
know
innovative. First
once I
off,
hit that.
approachability. For one thing, we're free to play, but no pay to win, no NFTs, nothing like that. Just to lower that barrier to entry to get players in. But we're also really trying to be a lot more social. So you'll be able to play the campaign cooperatively. We've got 3-player open-ended co-op.
I got it. I've
and
hit my
we've even
stand
got
goal
3 versus 3 for
for the
competitive
hour, I should
multiplayer.
say.
But of course, we've
Good job,
also
buddy.
got 1v1 competitive.
And as a little surprise, I think we've got some
Oh,
first
a
kind
little
of
surprise.
work in progress images from the game, right?
Yeah, these are still very much still being worked on, but some shots of actual assets that we're building in Unreal Engine 5.
Wow, real assets.
I love it. 2023.
Look at that.
The beta.
Cool.
Sign up now.
Oh man, I don't. Like I said,
So
it's
thrilled that there is
it's really easy to be sour on stuff like
it
this,
is,
but it's
it
just
is.
like, you know,
StarCraft. We're so excited about this team.
I
Frost Giants.
think
Thank you so much
that
for giving us your announcement today on Summer Game
it
Fest.
may not be unfair to do so,
All right, Frost Giants, Stormgate,
given what
Now
we're
it's time
supposed
for
like
another
what we
indie game
expect,
announcement
or
I'm excited to share
Indie
with
game.
you. High Water. Check this one out.
High Water. Okay.
like I'm gonna see less from this game and probably be more excited.
High Water Pirate Radio keep you in the know with our flow. Alphaville authorities continue to deny false rumors that Alphaville elites are planning to evacuate to Mars. True or not, the one thing we can't deny
Take a
is that
sip.
the world ended on a sunny day.
Oh yeah, I heard about this one. They've Demagogue actually announced this like a couple weeks ago.
Kids clamored in the park. No one suspected the coming dark. The wave was coming, but the sky was clear. I let it wash over me. Swept away, swept away, swept away without fear.
Demagogue Studio is they're the guys behind Golf Club Wasteland. Came out last year. If you haven't played, it's actually a pretty good game.
World ended on a sunny day. Boys and girls surfing in the bay. Children clamored in the park. No one suspected the coming dark.
I want to be happier than post-apocalyptic.
I know. Water is an adventure
Man.
strategy game set in a world ravaged by extreme climate change.
Listen, nothing
Now,
against
speaking of the
Jeff,
world around us, the
but
conflict in
this has
Ukraine
been
is not
pretty
far from anyone's
underwhelming,
mind, and
to
it's
be
impacted
honest.
the development of games.
I don't know how you're feeling so far. We're almost an
sad
hour in
But-
here.
But you know, like I said, we all right. Replaced was one of my top ones from Game Awards.
Guys, I just want to say,
Oh, they
we're
were
thinking of
trying to
you
get the
and
trailer,
all the
but they couldn't get it in
developers impacted
time.
by the conflict,
Oh,
and hope to be able to share your work at a
that's a
future show.
bummer.
That sucks.
All right, our next game is an official selection of the Tribeca Games Festival. It's American Arcadia, where you
American
play
Arcadia
characters
look.
whose life is being
I
televised.
mean, we'll see if it's going to be new stuff from what has already been shown. But it was like, yeah, it looks interesting, but
You need to
whatever.
start running for your life. Check this out.
I mean, here's the thing: is PlayStation and Xbox are arguably two of the biggest production not production studios, but producers and funders of video games right now.
Mhm.
They are both running their own shows.
Yeah.
They are largely not going to put it here because they are doing their own shows, so it's just naturally going to water this kind of stuff down.
Is Arcadia.
What's really interesting about Game Fest is that you're totally right. You're not going to see a lot of stuff from like the big giant studios. I think last year we were kind of feeling the same thing with the announcements until they dropped the Elden Ring trailer, right? And then the Elden Ring trailer was like, oh, it's Elden Ring. So you may get like Namco Bandai stuff in this. You may get, from some of those not quite the highest of the highest companies, but you might get it's great that he got Call of Duty, but and Callisto Protocol wasn't.
Listen to me.
I mean, I think it's a
can't
AAA
allow
quality
Trevor
game, but
Hills
it's not
to escape
necessarily
under any
a
circumstances.
AAA publisher type of thing.
Trevor.
But
Trevor, can you
you're
hear
seeing
me?
a lot more of this year.
Be
I
careful.
mean, he does
Don't
have a
make a
couple
sound.
Namco Bandai projects that are coming, right? Or an Atlas project. There's a couple
going to get you out
JRPGs or
of
something
there.
that he's going to show. The One Piece game, and then I think something else. The MiHoYo project or someone else.
But there's nothing that really captured the same effect that Elden Ring had in turn.
Right.
So it's going to be tough.
All been anticipating for a long time. There's trouble in paradise, and watch out. You don't want to get bitten. After many years of rumors, we finally get an update on this much anticipated sequel.
Pinata? Viva Pinata? No. Coffee Stain. Okay.
Maneater?
No. They weren't. That wasn't Coffee Stain, was it?
I don't know. No, it wasn't. Okay, let's see what this is. Is this Dead? Was it Dead Island? Whatever that was. Remember with the zombies or Dead Island?
Could
2,
be.
Right? It's sort of. Oh no! All right, a goat.
Oh, is it Goat Simulator?
Goat Simulator 2. Oh, it is probably Goat Simulator because they did.
It's Goat Sim too.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Goat Sim kind of put them on the board
Yeah.
in the first place. It took off as a hit.
This is very much a riff on that Dead Island 2
Yeah.
trailer, which I kind of dig that they did that. Oh, there's a Goat.
Oh god, they already did
were
too.
the Goat-
Oh my god. Man, we know so much about video games. It's really hard to be us.
There you have it. That
They
was
already
Goat
did
Simulator
too. We're
3, and it's coming later this
When
year.
did they do Goat Simulator 2? Or is that a joke?
Now, last year,
Maybe
Marvel
it's a
and
joke.
2K
I don't
announced
know.
Marvel's Midnight Suns, a tactical RPG.
This game's
for
coming out
Firaxis
October.
Games, the studio
So I
Where's-
think there's a couple of things coming out in October.
Heroes from the Avengers and X-Men crossover with supernatural ones like Blade and Ghost Rider.
This is why it's so hard when there's only 3 people in our chat, because we don't have enough people to like viciously correct us when we say shit wrong. Just Zach to complain when we're not excited about enough about certain game reveals.
No hope under your watch.
All right.
Taking a shot? I'm gonna take another sip.
Yeah, sure, why not?
It's actually pretty good. Which one are you drinking now?
Black Cherry is very good.
I got the strawberry melon fizz. This is the whole poolside branding for Truly.
Venom is a hero or anti-hero? Or...
Anti-hero, yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm just wondering in terms of how they're going to play him in this game.
Yeah.
There, my sweet child. Mother won't hurt you.
Oh, they're going to capture Venom. Okay.
Typical Parker luck. I'm gonna need some backup.
Stefan, I came over to correct you. Nobody was in my... There are 80,000 Summer Game Fest streams happening right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother.
I was like, there's like 1 million people watching
Yeah.
Summer Games Fest, and 2 of them are here. So,
I mean, I'll play this game. I'm curious
Yeah,
how
I
they
mean-
rebuilt it. Oh, look at that cool looking.
all right, so that's Venom, yeah.
Oh, and they got Hulk in there now with horns. Horn Hulk. October 7th, 2022.
Certainly, this one won't get delayed.
Nah, right? Not at all. No, I think it's probably close to being done.
Counting on you again.
That's kind of a cool suit there.
3, 2, 1. That used to always work. Well, it did that one time.
Okay.
All right.
That was
Yeah,
Midnight
sure.
Suns, and now we're moving on to
Didn't
the
they, I thought they were going to say that there was going to be gameplay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Can you believe it? We're only a
Am I wrong about that?
No, it did feel like there was going to be.
delicious
Yeah.
Last Course DLC. You see how they did that for Cuphead. Joining me now is Maya Maldenhauer. From
No,
CNN
but
VHS. So
the
first of all,
Wakanda
Maya,
movie
it's
is coming
really
out in
coming?
November.
It's really coming June 30th on all major platforms. We are thrilled.
Well, I'm so thrilled too that I think all the fans can't believe that this is here. And I've been lucky enough to play this actually on my Steam Deck last week, and you guys gave me a copy. This, I can't. People.
Steam Deck drop. I got a drink. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, all right, I'll do it.
Backgrounds and what you guys have done. I feel like you've amped up. Obviously, the gameplay. It's difficult as we would expect, but the visual.
Those are some shiny pants.
Yeah. Possible.
Yeah, we absolutely did.
Actually, Keely's coat's quite shiny too. Did you notice? It's kind of like it got a felty quality to it.
Felty sheen to it. Yeah.
Design,
What are you two drinking? Stefan says. Yeah, go ahead.
We're both drinking hard seltzers. Mine is a black cherry flavor. Yours is like watermelon fizz or some shit.
Well, today is it's right now it's strawberry melon fizz. I had another
Strawberry melon.
kiwi one earlier, but you made a great point because I was trying to ask what I should pick up from my local Kroger. I had like cider, hard lemonade, and you made a great point and said don't get anything too sugary
have too much
because
about the game, but you brought a little
something.
Listen,
it'll wear you down.
It's already dehydrating enough as it is.
Yeah.
Plus lower sugar.
This show or the drink?
Yeah, I'm fucking dry as a bone right now. But the hard seltzer has a benefit: lower calories and lower sugar per beverage as well.
Purple Thunder Mountain Dew. I'll have to try that one.
I mean, yeah, this is sure Cuphead. I don't know. I mean,
Whatever.
I think it's good.
It's it feels like Cuphead and Silksong are like the two indie games, the platforming games everyone always talks about, but I feel like Cuphead has sort of had its day. I never finished the animated the animated show on Netflix. I watched a couple episodes of it and I was like, okay, it's Cuphead. You really do know exactly what you're getting with Cuphead. You really do.
Yeah, I mean, this game also looks very difficult. You know,
it does. Yeah, I always absolutely love the aesthetic of Cuphead. I think Cuphead is, from a conceptual standpoint, I think it's great.
I'm very glad that Cuphead exists.
Yes,
I'll put it that way.
Cuphead, and who doesn't? Tomorrow we will show you an exclusive look at season 2.
Tomorrow, what? I have to take tomorrow off too?
Netflix's Geek Week, which will include new show and
I'll check the gaming stuff is tomorrow.
It streams at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. And that's
okay,
not
all right.
There's more Summer Game Fest all weekend long. Coming up next is the Day of the Dead.
I didn't know that I had to take tomorrow off too. That sucks.
Double Fine, then Devolver's Marketing Countdown to Marketing. Tomorrow after Geek Week, there is the Epic Game Store Showcase at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern.
I didn't know that was a
on
thing.
Rocket League and the Tribeca Game Showcase. And Sunday, don't miss the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase with a look at the future of Xbox and Game Pass. Now we have some exciting news for Nintendo Switch and PC fans about Neon White, a game where you
there we go. Here's Neon White time. Where's Zach? I'll give him an at.
To heaven.
They thought this was going to be a part of the direct, but more and more I'm thinking there is no direct this year. I lean towards that. There's not going to be anything from Nintendo.
There's going to be a Pokemon Direct, but
we're called Neons.
Is there? They already had it. They had that notification
from hell to do
no, there's going to be another one.
You think? I mean, later this year. But
yeah,
we'll have one this week.
Oh, this week? No.
No.
But anyway, so for anybody that doesn't know, Neon White was part of Steam Next Fest on the last one.
Okay.
Whenever they did it. And yeah, it's a sick kind of game. It's a stage-based speed-running game, and super fast-paced. Precise if you want to gold star the levels kind of thing, and That's cool. June. Oh my, wait, bro, that's a week.
Next week.
That's a week from today.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, a week from today. Yeah, it's good time.
If you can get that stable 60 on Steam Deck, that's a sick game for Steam Deck.
Last year, he's brought on some help to bring his vision for a fast-paced action game, Midnight Fight Express, to life. Let's take a look.
You know the saying, get knocked down, get up again, that whole spiel. Well, it's time, partner. Time to rise up. Together.
My face is very pale and white because I have my window open, by the way.
You've got all that really bright sun style light coming in.
I will say, not having any anything to eat since like 6:30 a.m. and just pounding Trulies is it's getting me very slightly lightheaded. Very.
No,
slightly,
it's good.
Which is good. It's good.
From the co-writer and the stuntman. I mean, guys, you don't have to be from anywhere. Just be dudes making games.
Just be. I'm writing that down. Just be dudes, man.
Is going live right now on Steam and will be part of the Steam Next Fest next
Okay.
week. Really want more playable games to get in the hands of you guys at home, and that's one of them. Check
All right, here we go. It's 10:00 time.
Now is Megan from Digital Extremes to talk all things Warframe. Megan, how you doing?
I'm so good. My fellow Canadian.
I know we got
My fellow Canadian.
I don't
We
know
have
how
a
that works
connection.
out,
It's
right?
okay.
We do. Well, we have a great connection. We've also done a lot with Warframe over the years, and I know right now anyone watching on Twitch for more than 30 minutes, this show is going to get a special Twitch drop, right?
That's right. I already have seen people getting it, so it's very exciting.
Oh shit! Well, that means I need to go and watch this on my own on Twitch. Hold on.
On SideQuesting TV Twitch.
I don't think. I don't think that's how it works, Dally. I'm
I
afraid.
thought that's what it was.
Done incredible things with the game, and I know
Like they'll
Not if I want it. Not if I want to get the Twitch drop.
your big kind of
How does
event
that
of the
work?
year to reveal what's next. What can you tell us?
I actually don't know.
Too much. But yeah, July 16th, 2022. It's
If
the
you want me to
event
be
again
honest.
this year. Today, actually, we just launched the digital items for it, so you can get some in-game goodies, some really cool cosmetics, some merch, all that really great stuff went live today. But of course, the reason I'm here is to, kind of debut. We have our 10:00 live during 10:00 Con, which is our big reveal of the
Yeah,
night.
it's very interesting for them to have anything to show off here because they have their own con and showcase thing. But then again, you know what? So did Blizzard when they used to have BlizzCon.
Can I say it?
Yes, I think you can.
Okay, you're gonna get your first look at the Deviri paradox.
Finally,
I know it's been a couple years. But Deviri
Do you think
paradox
Jeff
is gonna
even
be what
knows
10:00
anything
Live is
about
all and
Warframe?
I'm so happy.
He's like, finally, been waiting.
He's
for
got to
this.
know. He's got to know something about Warframe.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Awesome. Well,
I can almost guarantee you that there's a team of folks that work with Jeff that line up these games for him.
My child, my friend.
But he'll personally go after some of the biggest games, like Elden Ring and
dangers.
I think there's Modern Warfare 2. I think there's definitely a team that sort of helps him get a lot of these. I don't want to call them filler games because they're not, but that works to kind of fill out the show when because he can't do everything himself.
Of course not. It's weird to see people without helmets on. What's happening?
For now, dream of who we were.
It's amazing to me how big this game is because
It's
on everything. It's super popular. I just never have had time to get into it. There you go. 10:00 live, July 16th.
Okay, it's only a month away.
Mhm.
Is this Metal Gear Solid in a sci-fi world? No. Not at all.
Not at all. But sorry, I'm eating. The game is free.
It's it's free to play.
We look at Honkai Star Rail.
God, how would I even describe it, man? I don't even know.
Today from
So he was being
Genshin Impact
facetious.
Studio,
Oh.
Hoyoverse, across mobile and PC. This studio continues to deliver, and this new trailer reveals for the very first time.
How would I know based on that one statement, Stefan?
Listen.
The Hoyoverse. Wow, they're really branching out, huh? Why is somebody ringing my doorbell?
Oh no.
Oh, Amazon package. Okay.
I didn't get anything today, but you did. Man.
Man.
You will meet companions who treat you like family and embark on unimaginable adventures.
I feel like there's some. I'm not saying that Genshin Impact is Fortnite, but I'm saying that there's a direct similarity between how much money those two games garnished for their respective companies to let them do things that a lot of other companies cannot do. Obviously, their paths are very different, but like. You know, the people that like Genshin Impact are probably going to be probably all over this, and I you know, it's like, yeah, sure, it's fine. To me, it just looks like very similar. I think that's a Genshin Impact character, actually. But you know, it just feels like they took a lot of the rigging and the other technology that they've used for Genshin, and all right, it's time to make something new and expand it.
Not all from Hoyoverse. Today, I'm excited to introduce you to Zenless Zone Zero, their next major new IP. It's a futuristic.
Stefan, yes, I believe they are the same dev.
That I've seen so far. It was announced a couple weeks ago, and it has the detail of Genshin Impact with a fast-paced action style. Here is the world premiere of a brand new look at Zenless
Triple Z, baby.
characters, armed enemies, and
Very ballsy to name a game ZZZ. It's just like time to sleep, bro. Where's Sam? Because Sam is a MiHoYo.
I know, right?
Man, yeah.
I mean, like, the character designs look decent. Again, not necessarily for me.
Do you remember when the game was first announced and everybody was just going to town on they're ripping off Breath of the Wild, and it's like it's totally a different game.
Yeah, it's
once
not
you play,
that.
you're like, this is a completely different experience.
If anything, it's going to feel more like something like Scarlet Nexus or Tales of Arise or games in those vein. All right. It's time for a real video game. Maybe something with turtles in it.
There it is,
One of
baby.
my favorite reveals last year was TMNT Shredder's Revenge, which reminds us all of the
This game also comes out next week.
games back in the day. Well, it's nearing
A lot of midsummer releases being talked about right now, which is, again, a little bit different than what people might be used to, especially if they're thinking about E3 stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, where exactly are we world premiering right now? Oh,
Casey
the fact
Jones.
that he's in it.
I am really kind of looking forward to this game, though. I am. I know
Yeah, of
JJ
course.
and I are. Yeah. JJ's write-up about this was terrific at from PAX East.
You guys have almost tricked me into buying the collector's edition multiple times.
Yeah, same here. 6-player mode is kind of badass, actually. That can only lead to freaking chaos.
That's sick. That's actually kind of sick.
Yeah.
I just really love games that manage to look both old and new at the same time.
Yep. But like, well done.
And
old
yeah, but actually pull it off is what I mean. Oh my god.
Love it. Yep, June 16th, baby.
Dude, all right, so the rest of the year is nothing's happening except for literally next Thursday.
Stefan, I'm surprised at how I've held off over the last like several weeks on buying everything. Although that Shredder's Revenge Collector's Edition looks just freaking bad. That thing is like, wow, I rarely buy a collector's edition, and if I do, it's only like a $80 collector's edition, not like $180. But this one looks pretty freaking incredible.
This is gonna be a battle royale.
Probably.
It's a shotgun. What are you guys doing shooting a shotgun from an airplane? Minigun like close range. These are all faux pas.
Super people.
Oh my god, dude! I can't.
Oh no. Okay. I thought it was Sonic for a second.
Yeah. Like, I knew. I saw exactly what went through your brain.
I just snorted because that's
Oh.
I love that it said Cubans. All right. Cool.
Okay. That's some DLC.
I haven't played Humankind. I know there's a lot of people.
I have not. I have not either.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I thought the ad campaign for Humankind was actually really cool.
Yes.
Like specifically this one. It just didn't translate into anything else for me.
Yeah, agreed.
How far will you push humankind?
Also, it's tough to break into this into that sphere when you have Civ out on the market.
Allows you to shape your civilization by combining
All right, well, Jeff talks.
historical
I have an empty can.
ancient
Oh wow!
modern era.
You're on your number 3 already. I'm gonna finish up number 2
One
then.
Piece is celebrating.
Oh, One Piece Odyssey. Here we go. It's weeb time, baby.
Is bringing the mega popular franchise back to video games with.
Did you say it's weed time?
Monkey D. Luffy and his crew of pirates are off on their next adventure.
He's token
This
up
trailer
over there.
reveals the setting: a mysterious island where Luffy and his Straw Hat crew become marooned in this exciting
I
upcoming
gotta check that out, Crusader
JRPG.
Kings, man.
World Tour. Oh my god, just in time. It's like I knew.
Pirates running along the Grand Line.
見ろよ、あの島。テーペー塔がいっぱい立ってる。空に伸びてるあの光はなんだ。よし、面白そうだ。行ってみよう。ちょっと待ってルフィ。変な形の積乱雲がすごい速度で増えてる。
It's because Nami knows about the weather.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
おい、落ちるぞ。
One Piece is pretty popular. Otherwise, they wouldn't keep making games for it.
One Piece, yes, is extremely popular.
I am very surprised that there hasn't been like a proper My Hero Academia game because that is the manga. My daughter loves the manga. She reads the books, watches the anime, and it's
What do you
all
mean?
been like mobile games.
I do not believe that's accurate.
Take a look, dude. There is no My Hero Academia console game out there.
My
There's
Hero
One's
One's
Justice.
Yes. I was about to say, and there's a sequel.
But not Academia, which is a different game, brah.
Bruh?
Bro.
Filled with new encounters and hidden mysteries. Unravel the adventure that awaits in an odyssey beyond imagination. One Piece Odyssey.
ここはあなたたちの記憶をもとに作られた世界。
There's only like 30 minutes left in this show.
Yeah.
This August, Soul Hackers 2 from Atlas launches, and we've got your first
Okay.
listen to the English voice cast with this quick news.
Yeah. We got a world premiere it somehow, baby. First listen of the English voice cast, which I probably will never use.
So guys, for real, there's an English voice cast. Guys, come back. Come back. Come back.
Take my hand. We get one more chance to make things right.
A mobile game for Demon Slayer. I thought they had a Demon Slayer mobile game. Do they or no?
Mobile? When there was a game on Switch. I don't recall there being a mobile game.
Yeah.
Across SGF events, you might be wondering how to plan for your summer gaming dreams. NerdWallet can help you find the smartest
Oh, no.
credit card. To
Oh my god, and we're throwing in an ad. All right. Yo, how much money NerdWallet got? That shit's putting in everywhere. And Epic. Okay, wow. This is just the ad segment. Everybody run to the bathroom real quick.
Go to the bathroom, get some food.
Featuring Maneater. Be sure to claim your
Ooh, actually, you know what? I do have a snack. I'm gonna show you what I got, Dolly.
Twitch channel for a summer showcase on June
You gotta
10th,
pace yourself,
10 p.m.
dude.
Eastern,
You gotta pace
11 a.m.
yourself.
Pacific. We're taking a look at new
Can't just
announcements
drink
and updates
seltzer.
from PC titles heading to the store.
Have
this
some
year
tortilla
and
chips.
Beyond.
Wait, what is this?
Game Pass Ultimate? Yeah. Oh, nope. Here's a Samsung thing.
Samsung ad, yeah.
Mhm.
What's Utomic?
I don't know. I think it's like it was like one of the first few streaming things out there, like modern ones, I guess.
So anyway, my wife and I picked up these when we were in the store last time because they were on sale 2 for whatever.
Oh boy,
the Old Bay Goldfish.
Old Bay.
Old Bay, like the Old Bay seasoning.
Goldfish for adults is kind of cool.
It's so good. All right, what do we got, Capcom?
It's a second arcade collection thing.
Capcom releasing an arcade collection? No way. Why would they do that? They have tons of new games, right?
Right. It's funny, a lot of these games, Street Fighter Alpha 2, Darkstalkers, a lot of them are in their other like collections.
Yeah, Arcade Stadium coming July 22nd.
Mm-hmm. It's gotta be the soccer thing. Yep, there it is.
You're gonna get hit with the unexpected in Mario Strikers.
Oh, this is just a TV ad.
No holds barred, soccer-ish sport. Chaos.
Yeah, it's funny when you hear the voice and you're like, "Oh, this is a TV spot," and you just know. You just know immediately.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts. Mario Strikers Battle League. Only on Nintendo Switch. Game rated everyone 10 and up.
Available 6 out of 10. Oddly enough, also the score of the game.
Hi, my name is Carl, and
I played the
I'm a developer
demo.
of Metal
Was
Hellsinger.
not
You know
impressed
how
at
in
all.
some games where the music's really good, you
Yeah.
feel compelled to move and shoot to the beat. But what if you had to? In Metal,
I mean,
the
I
better you
loved-
are at slaying to the beat, the more
Love
intense
Charged
everything
on
gets.
the
And we
Wii.
have vocal performances from
It was actually a
legendary artists like Serj
fantastic,
Tankian from System of a
fantastic
Down.
game.
So while headbanging isn't
I don't
mandatory,
know if it's like...
you
I don't know if it's the realization of the limitations of the Switch and focusing on some things and not other. I don't know. They feel empty in a weird way to me that
Yeah.
makes them unappealing. I don't know.
It's these latest few games with Mario Strikers, Nintendo Switch Sports. I will say though, Kirby and the Forgotten Land is freaking phenomenal. I love that game, but I know where it could be better.
Yeah.
But I do love that game a lot. But yeah, it just feels like some of those are very, like, even the WarioWare game last year was just like, hey, here kids, enjoy this stupid WarioWare game. I know you've been asking for one. Here's another Mario Party. It's not like it just didn't feel like they were really putting a ton of resources to those types of games, you know?
Yeah, I mean, so it's crazy because, like, it doesn't feel like that style worked unless it was as small as something like Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing nailed all of the different aesthetic pieces, but it was more... It was, you know, it was more tight. It was more encapsulated than some of the other games. Breath of the Wild almost, when you look at the wider catalog that they have, Breath of the Wild feels like the outlier because it nailed it and because it figured it out, and they weren't able to put the lightning back in the bottle since.
Yeah. Coming later this year from Funcom, a rhythm shooter with metal music, and right now,
Granted, like,
has launched on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation.
I mean, Xenoblade 3 looks pretty freaking phenomenal.
Then again, yeah, I mean, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, what it was,
I love it. I love it.
Was actually, like, I don't know, I like that one a lot. It didn't feel empty in any way. It didn't feel like something was... It's like this nagging feeling that something's missing or is otherwise weird.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Here's the first look.
The world there is so full of enemies and monsters. It makes like Pokemon Legends Arceus feel, or Arceus, whatever, feel
look
so
empty.
much emptier.
Yeah.
It's wild to see all these, like, it's a fully living world. It's so overpopulated with monsters. I don't think I've ever seen a game that populated with monsters as I have Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Yeah, I don't know. They just figured out how to do the draw distance right, where it didn't feel like you had to get super close to see things. The halftone shading when stuff was leaving the field of view worked for me.
Right. Is that Ted Raimi? I think it is. I think yeah, I think it's Ted Raimi.
Murder, cover-ups. I think the whole Hackett family is in on it.
You have no idea what's going on here. Not a goddamn clue.
This is out this week, right? The Quarry.
No idea.
Who should I call? 911. You mean 911? Who says 911?
Goodbye, cruel world.
Appreciate the little bit of humor in that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna enjoy watching you die.
This just feels like a weird episode of the X-Files.
This isn't a ghost story. It's a creature feature. It's really happening, and you're all
Yep.
in it.
This is gonna get a little messy.
The Generation X-Files.
June 10th, so that's tomorrow.
Back at the Game Awards, we were proud to reveal Nightingale, a shared world survival crafting game from Inflection Games up in Canada. Now it's time to give
Oh yeah, I remember. I was not super impressed when I saw the first trailer for Nightingale. If you want me to be perfectly honest.
Procedural realms. Here's your exclusive.
Showing me a procedural game where stuff can be crafted, like no longer is a interest maker that it used to be.
Are a mess.
We have moved past that.
Not even sure if Nightingale made it.
Next.
Given how fragile you humans are, I'd say that staying fed, dry, and rested should be your priority. If the portal arch is inactive, you'll need to make realm cards from rare resources. Once you have realm cards, you can activate the portal. Beware though. Foul things lurk in the interior.
All right, I'm back. All right, this one's the pina colada style. Is what this one is.
Well, I got a pineapple, so we'll
nice
be enjoying similar flavors here. Yeah, I don't. For me, a game like this could absolutely. This is like a one or the other from. Or I mean, actually, no. It can run the full game, but it's 100% based on execution, on what it ends up being and how it ends up feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Make it mysterious, make it interesting, and just make sure that the base gameplay is fun and interesting, and you could keep people involved in it.
Yeah.
Also, if I find out it's multiplayer, unless it's... I don't know. I'm almost like, God, is multiplayer going to hurt or help at this point?
Think but this, and all is mended.
I don't know. Tough to tell. Because like even though we probably saw gameplay in there, it was not a gameplay trailer. So
The Saints are marching in on August 23rd.
somehow Saints Row has a world premiere. So cheers.
Today, we're happy
I think
to
I had
announce the
even
launch of the Boss Factory
jokingly
demo across
mentioned
PC
there'll probably
and
be a
console,
Saints Row
which
thing,
lets
right?
You design and set up your character. And since it's Saints Row, you guys are going to have a lot of fun with this one. Check it out.
World premiere. World premiere of a character maker.
You gotta do something to capture people's attention. So what do we build next?
Me.
I like the jump.
Jesus Christ.
We are so good at
this.
Swaggiest. Every game has cards now, by the way, Stefan says.
Yeah, seriously. Every game does have cards now.
Seriously, this is perfect. Dinner and a show, baby.
I feel like I'm losing track of what this game is or is going to be.
Yeah.
A little bit. Because before it was like fun, silly, wacky Grand Theft Auto, in a way.
Yes.
And now it's just like a thing. I don't know. I don't know how to describe how I feel about it now.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, people love sandbox games, so who knows?
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of interested, but
Epic is throwing around a lot of dollars, though. That's another Epic PC exclusive.
Vermintide series. Dark Tide promises intense 4-player co-op action and terrifying enemy hordes to team up.
Are they making fun of? Probably making fun of Cyberpunk. Yeah.
September 13th for PC on Steam and exclusively
Volition
on
and the
console
Saints Row
on
devs
Xbox.
and that whole team over there, they were always good at poking fun at people.
Manufacturer of HL1736 is heading towards a power systems failure thanks to a bit of heretic sabotage. So you're going to restore the coolant and hopefully save the day. Get in. Access the operations array and use
It's a good question. I have no idea. I've never been a Warhammer guy. I know.
Yeah, I was actually waiting for a lull to talk about like the fact that like as into so many of the different things that are, you know, adjacent to what you would think somebody who would be into Warhammer is. Yeah, I know almost nothing about any of the lore, any of the games. I played Warhammer Online for like 2 months. That's about it.
I know Henry Cavill is big into Warhammer, but that's about as far as I know.
Yeah, I mean, you have to have his budget in order to be able to, you know, afford buying the figurines. So that makes sense.
Zach in the Discord says, Nightingale looks like an Oblivion mod, and here's why that's cool. He's about to go into it.
Oh, man.
That's the first part done. Get to the base of the Matrix bar and put those cryonic rods to work.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle, definitely. The Warhammer stuff really is. This is September 13th, I think.
I thought they said October, but we're probably about to find out.
There you go.
I can't see it.
Oh, sorry, it was September.
Oh, September? Okay.
The Bloober team is known for psychological horror games like Blair Witch and The Medium. Today, they are ready to reveal their latest creation made completely in Unreal Engine 5.
Your fears will return.
It's a return to the world of Layers of Fear
3.
Get a dose of this.
God, my God, Jeff.
Wait, is it Layers of Fear or Layers of Fears? I could never. So it's not Silent Hill.
So is it canonically in the Fear franchise?
I guess no. Layers of Fear, right? I don't know if Layers of Fear is in the Fear franchise.
I don't fucking know, dude.
3 Trulies and a bunch of ships in. I have no idea. But I am Googling. Wikipedia, Layers of Fear.
They say it's a tale of sadness and guilt of an artist trapped in a place of redemption. It's a lie.
I think I own 1 or 2 of these, but I don't know.
There's only 2.
Yeah, I may own a couple of them. There's several. What I mean by that is saying there's several versions of these games. There's like Layers of Fear, Layers of Fear 2, Layers of Fear Legacy, Layers of
Now I see it. All this misery, all this suffering.
It is not a part of the Fear franchise.
No. Okay.
You really shouldn't.
It said Dark Tide released on September 22nd?
Yeah, September or something. 12th, 2022? Or, yeah. JJ in the Discord. He said Bloober team and I got nervous.
Now I break free.
Oh, it's just called Layers of Fears instead of Layers of Fear.
Got it.
Aliens.
This October, Gotham Knights arrives. Batman is dead, and it's up to the Batman family, Batgirl, Nightwing, Red Hood, and Robin.
Fucking, I just got
exclusive new look.
snap real quick.
For y'all to hear from executive producer Fleur Marty.
Batman is dead.
Hello and warm welcome from WB Games Montreal. I'm Fleur Marty. I'm the executive producer on Gotham Knights. Today we are.
It still feels like WB Games is kind of a mess.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah.
This showcase is the first.
Well, I think they don't know what's going on with their company.
We're really looking forward to share more with you as we
They need to pull a Square Enix and like figure out what they're gonna do with their some of their side studios.
this the same studio that made Arkham Begins or whatever that was?
I had nothing.
Batman,
And in this city,
the prequel.
became my home.
That's a great question, Dolly.
People became my family.
That's the answer that I needed. Yep.
It deserves to feel safe.
Do you want Arkham Origins or?
Actually, it was. Yep.
Yes, they also made Arkham Origins, along with
along with what?
I was gonna say Splash Damage also helped.
Okay. This game is essentially the sequel or a spiritual successor to the game that is canonically not a part of the Arkham series because they never talk about it.
What, Arkham Origins?
Arkham Origins, because you have Arkham Knight, Arkham City,
and Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, and Arkham Asylum. Yeah, exactly. And they don't talk about Arkham Origins at all.
Because Origins or Arkham Asylum was Rocksteady.
Rocksteady, yep. And so is City and Knight.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the logo.
That was Gotham Knights, and now welcome. Oh,
all right. You know, I don't know. It's
Naughty Dog.
It's unfortunate because
the Naughty Dog news. Oh no!
Eventful day on the internet for Naughty Dog fans, and
I think we jinxed ourselves. We were joking about watch the assets will leak, and lo and behold, that's what happened.
Well, the good news is there's some stuff that hasn't leaked that we have lots to share with people about all things at Naughty Dog. But
Naughty Dog.
I'm glad that they didn't just ignore it though,
Yeah,
because like it would be so glaring if they just like stuck to a script about it instead. So I'll give them credit for that because it's so much worse when you just try and pretend around it.
9 years for Last of Us 1, 2 years for Last of Us Part 2, and we still hear from fans. They're still sending us letters and art, and these characters in this journey and this world mean so much to them. And it's just been kind of amazing. Like Last of Us Part 2 early this year passed a pretty big milestone. It sold over 10 million units. And that kind of support, that kind of success, we're so grateful to our fans. It has allowed us to grow as a studio, and now we can take on multiple projects, more than we've ever had at the same time.
Multiple projects. Okay, very interesting. So what can Last of Us fans expect in the future from you?
I wonder if this is going to be the big reveal
so
on
his
his
we mentioned a while
in
back,
Game
it
Fest.
started out as,
It's such a shame because it probably is.
It probably is.
Because it is kind of big because they haven't shown any footage of it yet.
Justice is to make it a standalone title, and they've been working on it for the past 2 years. Ambition has grown, and we're not quite ready to fully unveil it.
Factions 2 is now a standalone multiplayer game.
An update of where we're at.
Okay, well, what can you tell us about this new standalone multiplayer game?
Yeah, so we have a concept art that we want to show. But what I can tell you, is that this game is big.
Okay.
It's as big as any of our single player games that we've done, and in some ways bigger. It's got a story. The way we're
Our
telling
voices are too loud. Their voices.
It's got a
No, he means our voices.
Our voices.
Not
Well,
part
then
of the
just
United States.
shut up.
I'm sure our fans have already figured it out. And it's really cool. And it's being headed by Vinith Agarwal, Anthony Newman, and Joe Padnatti, all veterans of Uncharted and Last of Us. And you're going to see a lot more of this game come next year.
Next year. So wait till next year to hear more about that one. Okay, well, very exciting.
That game may come into 2025.
That concept
at the earliest.
Naughty Dog storytelling fused with multiplayer live game.
It's something special. We can't wait to show it either.
Okay, well,
so
that's not all. We also have something that I've been reading about on the internet every day. It feels like
Naughty Dog Gas.
They're filming the Last of Us show for HBO,
a trailer,
right?
Yeah, so for the past year, we've teamed up with Craig Mazin of Chernobyl fame and HBO to adapt The Last of Us into a TV show. They've been filming, and it's pretty incredible. The stuff I'm getting back, when we're looking back at Naughty Dog, we can't help but feel emotional because not only is it so good and the quality is so high, it's so authentic to what we've made in the game. I just can't. I couldn't be proud of, like, again, Craig and that whole crew and everybody that's up there. And their last day of filming is tomorrow. So
the entire series, last day of filming is tomorrow.
Last day of filming is tomorrow. Craig is up there right now, kind of wrapping it all up.
Wow.
So it's pretty close. It's closer than you might think.
And you actually got to direct one of the episodes?
Yes, I think that really speaks to the kind of collaboration and trust that exists between Naughty Dog and HBO. They invited me to direct one of the episodes. I think we have an image from the episode I actually directed.
Ooh, okay.
So we could
first look. Let's take.
So you could see this is a certain.
They invited me to
museum that
direct
players
an
might know
episode,
from
so
the game.
sure, why not?
And I really have to talk about Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey, and not only directing them, but seeing them do all the other episodes.
It's a really good choice of screenshot.
Yeah, actually it
is. Because that, especially having, I replayed it last 2 years ago.
Did you? Help but think about
and that it really does feel like a screenshot out of Last of Us 1.
When we made the game, and it really feels like this is going to be something special. And
I'm going to watch the show. I do think they're gonna actually nail
that first
it
image
this
that they
time.
put out,
Yeah.
it feels like the video game. Everything that I've seen, both public and other stuff, makes it feel sort of super legitimate, as you said, and that's awesome to see Joel and Ellie from the front side now for the first time. So we'll see more of that next year. That's coming as well, right? Serious?
You'll hear about it very soon. That's
okay. All right. Well,
that's coming next year, right? You're gonna hear about it soon. Jerk, you
I
ruined
think you
it.
actually have a couple actors from the show who are going to join us
We
here.
happen to have a couple actors here that are part of the show. We should bring them up.
Okay, come on up.
Oh, what's up, guys?
Oh, hello.
Surprise.
Here's Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey. Oh, no, it's not.
I'm a little confused though. I thought maybe Pedro Bella, but Troy Ashley out here from the game, right?
So when Craig and I started working on the show, almost one of our very first meetings, we said Troy and Ashley have to be a part of it, and we're such fans of like the talent and the like helping us create Joel and Ellie. We felt like it was so important that they become part of the show, and it has to be more than just like kind of like a wink to the camera and like a cameo.
Okay.
These are real roles that we're keeping under wraps for now.
Uh-huh.
And I was bummed I couldn't
Cool.
be there with you guys when you filmed your stuff.
There's been so much
It's
stuff I
so,
feel like
so good
on the internet. There's so much like talk about what's being filmed, and I think that's you guys have kept a complete secret that you were up there and you filmed your roles by now, obviously.
Well, keeping secrets with this franchise is kind of old hat. Like we've
Except
had
for today.
Except
for today.
It was one of the hardest things for us to do is to not let.
I mean, I give them credit. They held on till literally the day of
The crew. I have to
Yeah.
say,
Summer Game Fest.
When I walked out on set, to be met with literally every person that I met on that crew is such a fan of.
Stefan, I believe it was just one season, by the way.
They were working on and
They
committed to
didn't.
working on this
They
project.
didn't play
because
the
their
Last of Us
fan and their
Part
love for
1
the
remake
game,
trailer, did they?
was one
Not
of the
yet.
reasons, like,
I don't know if they're going to just. I mean, I can't imagine they just skip it
Yeah,
just because it leaked.
The attention to
That would be
detail,
weird.
Yep.
The crew was amazing. Bella and Pedro are.
Man.
They're so perfect, and we've been trying to sort of describe that feeling of sort of seeing them in person. It's like the characters coming to life, but it's so much more than that. I feel like I can't fully explain it, but
I will replay
so
this game
excited to be a
because
part of it,
I've noted it
just-
before.
I can't wait to see it. I think it is going to be.
You said you played this a couple years ago. The last time you played Last.
So
of
I
Us?
played Last of
I
Us
love the
1.
story. I love
I replayed it
just being a part
just
of
before
it.
Last of Us 2 came out.
Okay, it hit me. My daughter was very young. It hit me so hard. The opening sequence hit me so hard that I had to put the game down.
Yes.
For like 2 months because I could not.
Sneaky. All right.
I
well,
could
we're so
not
excited
get back
to-
into it
already on
because
Twitter
of
by
the
now.
emotional feel, which I thought was
All right. Well,
expertly done.
let's
That
talk
made
about what
me
was on
a
Twitter
true Naughty
earlier,
Dog
today.
fan
Lots of talk about
because of that
the
because
idea
that
for really
sequence.
what's happening
For those
is
that
it
don't know, I
looks
mean,
like
just
you guys
just
are
play it. But I mean, it's
remaking
like what
the
10, 12 years old at this
original
point.
game, and this is like a
Yeah.
Definitely
remake. Is that right?
the father
right.
aspect
We
of
wanted
it
to give
really
people
does.
So I replayed it while my wife was pregnant.
Okay.
So, but before my daughter was born.
Yeah. Now, if you play it again now, you're like, oh, jeez.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, but I may replay this one.
Instead of talking about it, let's look at it.
All right. Let's take a look.
Here we
at
go.
the Last of Us Part 1.
I don't.
Or you
is
can
that
go
a-
on the
is
internet.
that- is that a
7
new
hours ago.
intro?
So why'd you leave Bond?
I think that is their new intro. Yeah.
I've been on quite the adventure, little brother.
This has to be their big
I reckon it's
reveal
got
because
something to
it's
do
the
with
end
that
of
girl.
the end of the show.
Yeah, we are really at the end of the show. There's got
We're really at the end.
unless they're going to do a really big one last thing here. Okay. September 2nd.
Yeah, yeah.
I've never been.
Is this going to be Sony's big game this year?
the outside?
Because who knows what's happening with
at this rate.
Can't
Yeah.
be any worse out there.
Which
Most-
is so I posted in the Discord. You have port, like a straight port, which is like here we got it to work on the next console on the next product platform.
I had somebody
To
that I cared about.
remaster, which is like, hey, we've added, like we've up-res the visuals a little bit, we've pressed a few buttons. This is now the next one that I think is rebuild, which is like, hey, we've fully rebuilt assets, we've adjusted animations, we've used an updated graphical interface, we've done controls, blah, blah, blah. But it's not a full remake. I think a remake is more like Final Fantasy VII. They're saying this is a rebuild of the game.
Truly one of my favorite games of the past decade.
Is he
Guys,
crying?
what's your reaction to that?
Yeah, we hadn't seen that yet.
Yeah, you're watching it in real time.
Yeah.
It's because you did these. These performances you did a decade ago.
Yeah.
You didn't go back in. I mean, you used the original performances.
Yeah, actually, we came up with a process where we could take the original animation that we did for the faces and kind of like retarget it on these new rigs that have a lot more fidelity. And then the animators went back and
We're seeing
studied.
side by sides here, just how much it has changed. That you went and you redid the models and rebuilt everything.
Everything was rebuilt from the ground up. Same art director, re-art directed the whole thing from the ground up. But the great thing about these faces is that they're closer to the original performance. All the animators went and studied those videos and got it closer to what you did on set than we could have achieved before. And that's just like one of the things we could talk about, like this brand new AI, like all the combat is redone. Just the fidelity of everything, 60 frames per second, all the stuff you're getting on the PS5. Again, we wanted to give, knowing because of the show, because they're all new players for PS5 and PC.
Yeah.
We wanted them to have the definitive version of The Last of Us.
Amazing. Well, now you guys get to replay. I mean, when was the last time you guys played the game?
I actually
Stefan,
played
you
it
spoil movies, but
again
spoil-
just to refresh my memory before working on the show.
Stefan, I spoil movies
just a
because I
glutton for
figure the
punishment. I
majority,
went
the
straight
overwhelming
from
majority of
playing,
people have
season
seen
one
this
straight
movie
into
in
part
some
two.
aspect
And so
that
the last
wanted
time I
to see
played
the
it
movie.
would've
But
been 2
in
years
games,
ago
I think it
since we
takes a little bit
celebrated the
longer because
anniversary of
games
part
are
two
like
coming
60,
out. So, I
70
mean,
bucks
it looks
each.
like I'm definitely going to be up for another
Yeah, I
playthrough
can't.
with
I mean,
this.
I can't wait to go back because it was.
Oh, I can't wait.
You guys did such an
So they're
amazing
using the
job.
original performances with
It's really- when you
enhancing
play
the
it, when you see it
detail.
in
It's kind of
motion, it's
cool.
really night and
So
day.
all those original
Imagine,
performances
the-
that they
think of
already
The Last of Us 2
recorded,
combat, but kind of that back in the Last of Us
going
2.
Yeah, I
back
mean
to
we're
the
we're reaching a new point where games that were made last decade,
Yeah.
Just to give a
or
quick shout out, this
from
project's
the late
headed up by,
2000s into
Matt
the last
Fallon and
decade,
John Sky.
were
you'll hear
able
a
to
lot
be
more about it,
saved
a
in
lot more
all
about
of the
the
original
movie coming
formats
up
that they
with
were
the-
made in.
Yes.
Which means that they can be
Shortly thereafter.
upsampled
We will look forward to that.
into
Neil, you
higher
talked a lot about
fidelities
games
than
done by
they
other
were
people. What are
downsampled
you
into in order
Yeah.
to run on
Still
last
making games.
generation
I
technology.
haven't given up my day
So
job.
that wasn't really possible before that, or was less possible just because of storage. Like little simple things like not being able to have enough storage space to keep those things. That stuff has changed over the last 15 to 20 years.
We'll try and save it.
So
All right.
this kind of stuff is going to become more common.
Agreed.
I am so excited.
I think
for
it's a
Last
great,
of Us
it's a great
featuring,
thing.
as you said, in September. So
It
thanks, guys.
breathes new life to
Jeff.
older games for sure.
All right, well, that is going to do it. Thanks to Naughty
Yeah,
Dog. and
there it is.
PlayStation
Oh, that was it.
Special,
Wow.
Look at The
That
Last of Us and the entire
sucks that your
franchise and where
big
things
giant
go.
reveal
Oh.
was spoiled.
Very, very excited
Oh,
about that. All right,
man.
Summer Game Fest continues over the next few days. Coming up right now on this very stream is Day of the Devs with I Am 8-Bit. and
Are we sticking
Double
around for Day of the Devs, Dally?
We could do a little bit. Yeah,
We can
man.
do a little bit. I'm good.
Yeah. I gotta pee like a racehorse after drinking.
Yeah, I mean, of course, we get a break. We'll throw up, quickly download the MP4 banner of the 1920 by 1080p of Summer Games Fest to put that on there while we go pee.
As for me, I'll see you again
Take
in
turns
August when we are
peeing.
back live in Cologne, Germany.
Overall, what do you
Oh.
think of this?
Night live on August 23rd.
He's saying that he's going to be either doing Games Fest or not Games Gamescom.
In Los Angeles.
Gamescom, yep.
Finally, I'm
Okay.
excited to share that Summer Game Fest will return in June 2023 as
Oh.
an in-person event to bring the gaming community together. Thanks for
He
being a
is
part of
throwing that
Summer Game
shade at
Fest.
E3, man.
Remember, there are more events and announcements to come. We'll see you soon.
So E3 definitely said they're doing digital and in person.
Yeah.
And so he said we're gonna do digital and in person. I don't know what that means. I don't know what any of these.
I don't. Yeah. Does anybody know what that means? I don't know.
Here's Day of the Dev stuff.
Happy birthday.
Of
Tim,
course.
save us.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
I like that beard.
Day
It's
of the
luscious.
Devs. What? You don't know what Day of the Devs is? Day of the Devs is the greatest and definitely the oldest independent games festival that exists. It was started over 10 years ago by Double Fine Productions and I Am 8-Bit to celebrate the best independent games out there and bring them to you, the fans. We wanted to bring developers and players together to get together, play games, and have a great time. It used to be a physical event only in San Francisco, but now it has gone digital so the whole world can enjoy it. And we're really excited this year to be part of Summer Game Fest. So sit back, relax, put on your party hats.
This thing? I'm supposed to put this on?
That's right, everybody, put on your party hats. Everybody.
I'd love to hang with Tim. I think he just seems like the coolest dude.
Everybody. That's right. That looks good. Now we're cooking. Put on your party hat and enjoy Day of the Devs.
All right. Pee break.
People, go take your pee break.
We got to
I'm
do
writing.
one today. This is from a good friend, Michael Frey and Rafael Munoz. Previously, Michael made a game called Kids with Playables that we published.
So,
at Double Fine Presents.
what's the new words we
This
have
is
to look
new
out
one.
for
It's
drinking?
about the limited time we have on Earth told
Let's
through
do,
the life of a fly. This is called Time Flies.
Team. Let's do Metaverse.
Hello, everyone.
Metaverse.
My name is Michael. You might know my work from a game called Plug and Play. I co-founded a company called Playables where we made a game called Kids. But today we're going to talk about this guy in my upcoming project that is a collaboration with Rafael Munoz, who is the principal programmer on the game. The project we're collaborating on is called Time Flies.
Hats, baby, hats. That looks kind of cool, whatever this is. Fly paper.
Time Flies is about our limited time in this world. In Switzerland, where I'm right now, we have a life expectancy of maybe 84 years.
Oh, that's
In
more than the US.
It's about 77 years. So you have a little bit less time to achieve the things you want in your life.
I'm back.
All right. We were just talking about life expectancy.
Perfect. My favorite topic.
Timing. Perfect. I'm going to live a long time. Take another shot. Meanwhile, I'm over here writing up articles. Let's do it. Let's go.
In Time Flies, the things you can achieve are nicely prepared on a bucket list. This is a very small part of that bucket list. So these are the things you can do in the world.
So how would you rate that Game Fest?
Yeah, so I was sorry. I just got to type out an email, and then I was actually going to bring that back up.
Also, Stefan, Playland, everybody's listening. How would you rate that Game Fest? Pretend that the Last of Us remake wasn't spoiled by Sony of all people, by Sony. How would you rate that?
The game is coming to PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, PC, and Mac sometime next year.
I like that he.
Okay, so
Timelines.buzz, where you can sign up for the newsletter.
It was fine.
So you get
but
updated when it's out.
Fine.
Or you find a
you know,
it's page where you can wishlist the game. Thank you.
You know, it's Yeah, I don't know. The kind of quiet exasperation is about appropriate for me. Just gonna hold on. Just gonna.
One second.
It's the easiest thing the easiest way to put it is that there's not much to write home about. And
turn the volume down just a little bit here. Continue. Yeah.
Our next game is Planet of Lana. New title.
I think it would have been much more hype for me if I
gameplay is reminiscent of Dark
if I had remembered what routine was. But I had to Google it because it was a long time ago and it was a short demo.
Right, it's true.
If you want me to be honest, and it didn't click for me because
my name is Adam Stjernjes.
It was cool, but not impactful to my memory.
Sure,
we're a small indie game studio in Sweden making Planet.
Everything else was kind of like fine, but also a lot of it felt really similar to each other.
Yeah, no, I kind of agree. We had the whole portion that was the
in our game,
Dead Space.
Girl called Lana.
Yeah, I mean, we had the Dead Space hour in the first half of the show,
by an invading robot army.
And then the second half of the games you knew about.
Lana meets the mystical creature Mui. You quickly develop a strong bond and friendship. And she proves to be both intelligent and loyal.
It's sort of a symptom of a very weird year. It feels like this year has been the actual first COVID year in terms of development and new projects, right? Because 2020 and 2021 projects were already in development. We already knew all these things were coming. They were just waiting to be released. Obviously, you had some delays here and there, but you're seeing now games in 2022 that have essentially started right around the beginning of the pandemic. A lot of these games, right? Callisto Protocol and Last of Us Part 2 remake stuff.
She also
Fort
has
Solace.
this special ability
And
she
so
can use to control some of the strange
I think
creatures of this planet.
companies are trying to understand what just the new normal is from a game development standpoint, and I think that's why you're not seeing a lot of big giant groundbreaking news at the moment. The Last of Us may or may not have been a big giant thing, only because all of us have already played Last of Us, and I'm like,
well, not just that, but we all knew it was coming.
Yeah, we all knew it was coming.
So it's like, yeah, is seeing it for the first time cool? Sure. I don't think it's like a cap-off event.
No. I think another part of the issue to me is we're so starved for events like E3. PAX East was great. It wasn't obviously as big as previous PAX East, but I loved it. We had a great time at PAX East. And so we really are starved for that E3 keynote presentation experience, the live in-person experience type of thing. And that's why I actually love the Game Awards. I look back at the Game Awards and there are way more announcements there in December than there are here. And typically, this is announcement season for stuff.
There should be more to talk about here.
Yeah.
But you look at what's absent.
Yeah.
This next title,
Ubisoft.
Nothing from Xbox.
EA.
Ubisoft, EA.
You and your little
you only had Call of Duty from Activision.
Right. So Devolver is Devolver doing their own thing?
Devolver's got their own thing later today.
So here's the thing. Is that you didn't,
behind 2-Star Games, and I'm currently making.
They couldn't take advantage of the people that had vacuums of no showcases of EA and Ubisoft. So again, you're not going to get anything from anybody that's doing their own presentation straight up. It's just not going to happen. Nothing that's going to fulfill what we're talking about. Oh my god, what the fuck is this?
Choo Choo Charles.
Oh my god.
The tank engine as if it was
yeah, it's so dumb.
But I love it. It's so dumb.
I know. It's great. It's very funny. It's so stupid. It's so. I think it's hilarious. But yeah, so you're not going to get anything from any of those studios that want those announcements and the hype for themselves. They want that self-contained. They don't want to give it away. The only exception here being Sony, because they already did their first one. Again, Last of Us Part 1 remake sounds like it's a big thing, but again, it was already announced. We maybe didn't know when it was coming out, but we knew it existed. We knew stuff was happening. We knew the show existed. There's nothing new there, aside from some key elements about exactly what it looked like.
Your train and venture out on foot.
So, other than that, the biggest misses there for me is stuff that EA or Ubisoft had to show.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that to me that would have been
where things get really
that would have been pretty
Charles constantly roaming
killer
around
is if he was able to get some stuff
shotgun
like that.
wielding cultists.
Sure.
I'm actually kind of surprised that Ubisoft and EA weren't interested.
Yeah,
because there's no way that he didn't approach them about it.
Yep.
He's been doing it a long time. He knows people at all of those studios, I'm sure.
Ubi has a bunch. They have the Avatar games supposedly coming out this year. They have Mario and Rabbids coming out this year. We've seen really nothing about either of those games since they were announced. So
the only thing that
a lot of Warner Brothers stuff, I think they're holding off for their own thing later this year. But
After collecting 3 heavily guarded gems from abandoned
So the only
mines,
thing that I can assume
place the
is
gems
that
on one of the shrines, angering Charles.
it was too far along in the point where EA and Ubisoft both decided that they would not have anything to present. That there was no opportunity to say, okay, the studio is going to have something ready, because Ubisoft and EA both decided X amount of months ago that they weren't going to do a showcase, so that means that they weren't going to have builds ready, and that just was not a possibility. That's the only thing that I can think of.
Because it might be unwise to wander too far from your train. If you do encounter Charles while you're roaming around, it doesn't matter what you do now, because you have truly angered the beast, and you'll either escape.
This is such a bizarre thing, man. I think this is one of those games that's very funny to me.
Where did it debut? Did it debut last year? Because I remember seeing this before and freaking thinking it was such a stupidly cool idea.
Oh my god, so fucking.
It really
funny
is
to me.
Thomas as a murderous.
If it sounds like something for you, be sure to follow and wishlist Choo Choo Charles on Steam. I'd greatly appreciate it. It really does mean a lot.
We've got a special one for you. It's very personal and near and dear to iMapeIt because it's a iMapeIt Presents published title. It's called
So
Escape
Stefan's
Academy,
asking how long is data. I don't know. I don't actually have that much more time, to be honest. Only because
and they hail from the Arcadia
I've got
space.
family coming over,
They
so I have to
designed
start
escape
grilling
rooms in real life.
pretty soon and
Better
cleaning
they talk about their
the house.
game than me. Here they
So
are.
I may only
I'm
only be on this for a little bit more.
And I'm Michelle, the art director.
Wait, am I supposed to say? Hey, I'm Mike.
I'm Wyatt. We're the founders. And I'm Michelle, the art director. Oof, okay, I hate that.
All right, once more with feeling.
Well, you can either turn the reins over to me, or we can just end it. I don't mind either way.
Either way, I'm fine with it. I mean, there's always cool stuff that they have the devs. If you want to take over, then I can sign off for now and then just check back in later while I get some of this.
Either way is fine with me.
It's up to you. It's up to you.
I mean, I got nothing else going on, so I'm happy to hang around.
I'll leave you with it. Then I'm gonna do my pee break, and then you may see me hop in here for a little bit. I don't know how long this is. Hopefully, it's not more than an hour, but
I would imagine that it's only 60 minutes.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll be back in a bit then.
Room adventure game that you can play
Have fun, Dally.
single player or co-op. You play as a student at this titular, mysterious escape academy where you get to master the art of puzzle solving and train.
It's a weird side
the ultimate
angle.
escapist.
What are you waiting for? A room full of gas is no place to relax.
We're all fans of escape rooms, so when we couldn't find a digital, authentic escape room,
Okay,
experience,
escape
we
room
decided to
game.
make one ourselves.
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
Walls are often misleading at the academy.
Escape
What, the
Academy
demo for this
isn't
game,
just
Stefan?
a puzzle game. It's an escape room game, and it brings that play pattern home. We have a huge amount of puzzles in this game, and they never repeat. And in addition to that, you can solve every puzzle using just your mind. No dexterity required.
Good to know. I have not seen it yet.
The academic theming gave us the leverage to create a wide variety of rooms that support the narrative and put players in situations they would never find themselves in real life escape rooms.
When we were designing the game, it was really helpful to have
Yeah, I must have missed it.
The experience of both playing a lot of escape rooms and designing real world escape
I'm always
rooms.
down for more puzzle games, so
Design anchor to buoy us to.
I did not anticipate the rodent assisting you. Bad turmeric. Sadly, that rat will be no help in bypassing my lasers.
We really took our time to create an eclectic cast of students and faculty members that help guide you throughout the academic journey of Escape Academy.
Building on the lessons that you get in each room and raising the stakes throughout your journey at the Academy was definitely a design pillar we wanted to make sure came through in the final game.
I am not feeling so well. Analysis. I have succumbed to disco fever.
Escape Academy is coming to Xbox, PlayStation, and PC on July 14th and will be available day one.
It's weird that they didn't showcase much of the ability to talk to the other people at all.
We'll see you at the Academy.
Thanks.
But looks all right. Again, I think good puzzle games are always has a place.
Out there, all those organizers. It's from a studio called Max Inferno, and it's a game about getting things lined up just right. It's called A Little to the Left.
Ooh, FMV game? Or is that just their intro? That's kind of neat. Very stylistic. Already, you can tell.
I'll hop in here for a little bit while I'm writing stuff before I get back to grilling.
Yep, and we're really excited to share with you today.
Yeah, we just saw Escape Academy, which is a puzzle game where you're it's like a series of escape room kind of styles things.
Nice.
You know, which is, it was kind of funny because they were like, yeah, you know, escape rooms became so popular, but nobody makes escape rooms except, you know, for The Room, which has been an ongoing game series literally called The Room for I don't know, it's just funny. I mean, obviously they didn't mean that in totality. Totality? Yeah.
Totalitarian?
Plus, no, not totalitarian. Plus, The Room has always typically been mobile games.
Yeah.
Except they did make a kick-ass VR game. The Room VR was really good.
Was it really? I never played that. Okay.
The game takes
I really liked The Room VR.
And some of our own little tendencies.
This game looks neat. It's kind of like pseudo FMV. I'm into it.
We should be around here somewhere.
FMV games making a resurgence. A lot of people are liking that style of game lately.
Zach tweeting out what he posted in the Discord. The exact reaction a monkey has when they see a robot try and act like a human. That's how I feel when I hear Bluebird Team.
I can see Zach. I've got a couple buddies that they either send me a G-chat or a Discord message or something as like a probation before they actually tweet it out to the wider populace. I want to make sure that it's not stupid before they send it out. Dude, Dragon's Dogma is on sale for $5.
Ah, nice. I picked it up for the Switch, and I think I have it on Steam Deck, and I have it on something else too.
Well,
I have it on everything. It's gonna be announced in the Capcom thing. It has to be.
What, Dragon Dogma 2?
Yeah.
You get even more.
So I still never played the first one.
It's funny. I own it on. That's another game that I own on a bunch of stuff, but I haven't played.
Dally.
Same with like Half-Life 2. I'm trying to.
Oh my
well,
God.
I will play. That's my. You
Dally,
gave, you guys
I was
gave
about
me
to
that
say,
homework.
you know, I can't believe it. I didn't even mention
You
whether or
guys
not you
gave me that-
played.
Listen, we had a run of COVID in our house, and it wrecked all.
That
of
was
our
the time
plans.
to play. What are you talking
We're
about?
back. We are back though. We're back and I am guaranteeing you that I will be
I've been
playing this
excited about
game
this
over the
one
next
ever
2
since
weeks.
it
I'm
was
going to
announced
finish
ages
it. I'm going
ago.
to run
It's
through
from developer
Half-Life
Gummy
2
Cat. It's
episode
called
1
Bear
and
and
2
Breakfast.
and the original
And
Half-Life.
the title
That's
says it all.
that's
You're a
my
bear,
goal.
you run in bed and breakfast in
So
the
yeah,
woods,
definitely
and it's
expect
really freaking
expect
fun.
me to talk
But
about
anyway,
that.
so
I-
there's a Capcom bundle on Humble Bundle right now. So it's
Yes.
$20, and you get Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5, Monster Hunter World, Devil May Cry 5, Devil May Cry HD collection, and some other stuff. The problem is that I own a bunch of the games already.
Yeah, same here. That's my problem.
But I don't have Devil May Cry 5. I don't have Devil May Cry HD collection, and I don't have Dragon's Dogma.
Okay, all right. I have Dragon's Dogma on Switch, which I guess is a pretty decent version. I haven't played it on. I own it. Haven't cracked it open any of these things. They may be one of those games on Switch that the hard,
We're from Gummy in Romania.
Today, we're showing you
the
our first game
physical
called Bear
version.
Breakfast.
I
It's
think
a
they had it on
laid-back
sale for like
management
$7,
adventure
and I bought
game
it from
where you build and run a
GameStop. Just
D&D in the
as
woods
I know it's
for
going to be
your
a
bear.
collector thing eventually. So
I will say what I might do if buying that bundle is the same price as say buying Dragon's Dogma, Devil May Cry 5, and the Devil May Cry HD collection all together, then maybe I'll just buy the Humble Bundle for $20 and we can do some key giveaways or something for Monster Hunter World and Street Fighter 5 because they will be double ups for me.
We grew up on management sims. Games like Theme Hospital were big inspirations for us, but we also wanted to make a game that tells a story alongside the usual management.
Playing a bear.
Oh yeah, at the very end, Jeff Keighley mentioned the in-person event
For Summer Games Fest next year?
Yeah, there's no dates.
So it turns out that things are
given, obviously, for next
and
year.
they need a place to stay. There's old
but
buildings
he's
all over the
the
place,
goal is to
and you're
bring
just the bear for
the
the
gaming community together. What's interesting to me about what E3 needs to be is I think it really needs to lean into the PAX East idea in that
you advance by solving
you know what, just go all in on public, make it a fun public event where you can go in, buy t-shirts, you can buy classic games, you can buy new games, but have panels and things like that, have concerts. I think you do stuff that's actually related as a summer, like as a gaming event, a gaming expo. Because again, as we said, gaming companies now have so many different ways that they can show off their games. You no longer need to have a typical E3 type of event, a physical in-person event to have people see your games.
Each type of score comes with its
and
own
the timing
challenges.
doesn't work anymore.
example,
You know, it's
later on, you'll need to cook
E3 was a
food
big
for your
retailer
guests through
thing for a long time, and you don't need that anymore because everything's gone digitally. So I'm almost okay seeing E3 go the PAX East route, make it a more public-oriented event, but at the same time schedule these schedule
your big high profile business style.
Exactly. You can still schedule those, and you can actually schedule stuff off-site. They have the conference rooms upstairs. Focus on that. Like you haven't. I don't think you've been to E3 before, but
I have not personally. No.
Where I typically saw the majority of the games was either in the conference rooms off the show floor, or sort of upstairs away from everybody else. Like if you saw a game on the show floor, it's because it was available to everybody, right? But if you wanted to really get into a game and understand, who the developers are and all that kind of stuff, you actually were kind of ushered into a separate area, whether it was a hotel. We've done the hotel thing a few times, whether it was a separate conference room or a booth within the building away from the show floor. I think you could still sort of do that. And again, make sort of the main E3 show floor be just this sort of community thing, have food on the show floor, make it a PAX type of event. Everybody's off for the summer. College kids are off. Make it so you no longer need a freaking press pass or whatever to get in. Just open it up, pay, charge tickets, and you're all set. I think there's an opportunity to do that, and
in Animal
I know Keeley, Jeff tries to do things a little bit differently. He's probably sort of and for him, in person is probably a series of events over a few weeks.
The
like,
weeks,
hey, the weeks. Yeah, it's like, hey, we're gonna do a night where we're gonna showcase this. We're gonna have an in-person little mini EA event or an indie event on this day or whatever. But you really want something like a PAX. Again, PAX East is my favorite conference of all, my favorite event of all, because everybody's there. Everybody's really relaxed, and you're talking to developers on the show floor. There's a big indie presence, and I think E3 is really kind of cool for that. And E3 could really open up the art side, the school side, the accessories side. I mean, imagine going to E3 or an event and being able to buy all your gaming accessories. You can have a lot of these smaller manufacturers for people that focus on game accessories really kind of show off their wares. So I think there's opportunity to do some really fun stuff with E3 and with these types of events, but I do miss it. But it has to be done right. And the other thing with E3 and Game Fest as well, Game Fest, it's great that they let you co-stream the 1 or 2 times a year that you're able to do stuff, but to build up a fan base, E3 or Summer Game Fest are going to have to be way more regular in terms of maybe they sign a couple streamers and say, hey, every week we're putting out a new show for, the ESA is putting out a weekly news show, and we want to work with G4. We want to work with
ESA has to do more no matter what happens. No matter what happens.
You have to build up trust, because these publishers don't want to pay the ESA and pay millions of dollars, whatever it is, to get a booth in the LA Convention Center when the ESA is not really moving the needle all that much, right? So, I think they need the ESA needs to build up. They need to do a lot more. They need to go there. I mean, the ESA should be hosting a Game of the Year awards show, not just the one thing. If they're the main lobby group for gaming, they better act like it instead of not having anything for the last few years, right? So
it might go.
I don't know. Those are my thoughts. Potentially, who knows what'll happen next year? Who knows what E3 is going to look like next year? But
also,
there's opportunities if they. To me, there's a very easy way to do it. Go that PAX route, and then there's a very difficult way to do it, which is
there's no way they go the PAX. There's no way they go the PAX route.
And that's the sad part. There's no way they go the PAX route, but that seems like the answer,
Yeah, thank you so much.
In this case, just make it a fun event for everybody to show up and have a couple of these press conferences during E3, because you can watch the press conference on the show floor. You can do whatever. I think there's definitely a lot of stuff you can do.
I think they're still terrified of making it more fun, especially
they are.
Because making it more fun for, say, like a consumer means that it's no longer as official for business folks, and they don't. Nobody at the ESA knows how to toe that line. If they knew how to toe that line, they would have figured it out already by now.
Correct. A colorful exploration game where you play as a water nymph, traversing a zen and peaceful world. This game comes to us from High Warp, a solo developer from Spain.
Hi, I'm really happy to be part of the 10th anniversary of Day of the Devs at this exciting Summerfest edition. I'm Elwin from High Warp, a solo dev indie studio from Spain, working on bringing to life very unique and personal games. I would like to say with you a preview of Naiad, a relaxing and colorful exploration adventure of
the solo dev the stuff that solo devs are bringing is becoming so much more diverse, not just in the type of games that they're bringing, but also where they're from. That's been really cool.
The journey starts with the birth of a little water nymph at the spring of the river. Naya will grow up and mature, obtaining vitality from floating leaves and flowers, learning to swim like a duck, dive like a fish, dance like a frog, finding other adorable friends like butterflies, rabbits, snakes, turtles, crocodiles, and much more. Help them to find their way, avoiding obstacles and dangers, using your skills. You will immerse through a lot of beautiful places like a deep forest, a dark cave, a joyful creek, and more. Water, symbolizing life, starts pure and fresh, and little by little it will be fading into dark. You can sing to regenerate the nature, making sprout flowers in the path. And you must do your best, because the humans are controlling this river.
I'm sensing a theme on a lot of games.
Mm-hmm.
We're either in space and it's horrible, or we're on the planet Earth and it's also horrible.
That's maybe a great article.
Because a tiny cloud will take care of you from the sky. The beautiful hair of Nayad is like its vitality. You can make it grow up under the sun rays, change its color, even tie small flowers on it. Creating Nayad, I focused on a wholesome experience. Enjoy it at your own pace, exploring and flowing.
Nayad will be available for PC and consoles by the end of this year. Thank you for watching.
Neat.
Thank you for showing it to us. I guess I got to get into that fishing game, the code that we got. That's my goal for the next couple days here.
I played it.
Yeah.
If you ever find yourself
Yeah.
What do you think?
good old days, then why not take
It's all right.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Zach really wanted it.
From Sodaden and Cryptico.
I don't know how much Zach actually wants it. I'll put it that way.
All right, I'll give that one a shot in the next couple days here, and then we can chat about it next week.
Along with my brother.
So our next,
Hi,
I don't know if we're gonna do a podcast
We're
tomorrow
based in San
night,
Diego. The rest of the team in Argentina.
because this will
Hola
be
todos,
a
I
podcast
am
here.
Dancer.
But
And I'm Johnny.
either
Timo's
way,
brother.
in the next
We are the team
week or
developing
two,
Root of Pacha.
I think our next show will definitely be next week. I don't know if we'll do an Xbox. Maybe we'll do an Xbox One during the
Oh, God.
press conference.
Yeah.
On Sunday. To be honest, that's the one I'm looking forward to the most. Is the Xbox press? The Xbox
I think it's
event.
gonna be the most interesting.
It will be because again they gave away a lot of their sort of back end stuff today, and just focusing on the games on Sunday. By the way, I always love. I was just looking at like previous posts and press releases from Microsoft, and every year they hype it as this is the biggest year for Xbox games ever in the history of Xbox games ever. It's like, yeah, dog, you had 2 games in the last year for Xbox. So, no, the way they talk about their product, they're very good at hyping up that this is the biggest one. Nothing can match. I know there were years where we had Halo and Forza and Gears of War and this and this and this, but guess what, dog? This is the biggest year that we're showing stuff. Maybe some of the things will come out this year or not. We don't know. But I am actually really hyped up for Xbox. I think they're, like I said, the stuff that they showed was really cool. That they talked about today was really cool. The games coming out are definitely things that are up my alley. I mean, I'll go in on Avowed, and I'm not even a fan of that universe, and I will do it. I'll play it. So, yeah.
I'm very interested to see what they are going to try and slate in for their 2022 calendar.
There will be stuff. I'm going to guess it's the Gears of War thing, because that was the rumor that there's a Gears of War kind of collection coming out. Which that kind of seems right. You know, this definitely is a year of remakes and ports. So a Gears of War thing seems like, obviously Last of Us. Gears of War thing seems like it could work. Nintendo will probably have their Zelda thing. So yeah. Yeah, good. Then yeah, what are the recap and the final impressions?
Keep waiting.
Keep waiting.
Get to know your plan.
Because it's probably going to come on the 17th, not tomorrow.
Yeah. No, yeah. Next week will probably be our full recap of everything. Yeah, we did. But yeah.
Our love of farming sims started with the first harvest.
Speaking of, I don't know if I'll be on next week. I might make a brief appearance.
We want to make our own unique.
I technically will not be home.
I am in Florida until Friday afternoon sometime. So will I be able to podcast Friday night? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
What are you talking about? Tomorrow, the 17th?
Next week.
Yeah.
I leave.
So,
I'm out of town for all next week. I'm gonna be watching the Xbox event on from a Airbnb in Florida on Sunday.
yeah, I'm not home this weekend, and I'm not home next weekend, which is my favorite way is to have minimal time to myself during the week, and then also give up all of my weekends.
From our friends at Us2 Games, the folks who brought you Monument Valley, Alba, and a bunch of other.
I wish I was going to. I'm not going to Disney.
That's
World
funny.
Premiere. Take a shot.
Man, all these people have really bright offices.
Yeah.
So with
Lucky.
Monument Valley, we make people care about.
Oh, it's the Monument Valley folks, right?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I like Monument Valley and Monument Valley 2.
Open world games and package that into a kind of theme about saving an island that more people are going to want to engage with than just the hardcore. And with this game, what we really want to do is take these genres that we really love, like roguelike games and turn-based tactics, add a little bit of sports games.
Okay, the text on the screen is always fun anyway.
Dreams and conflicting fears, and really package that together into something.
I am listening, I promise.
In the game, you play the role of Desta. He's a young person in their early 20s.
We'll
who's
see,
coming home
Stefan.
for the first time, having not left home in the very best way. Their relationship with their mother.
You know what?
and
I'm gonna do that
family
from
and
now
friends.
on in
There's
our
a few of them that were a little
podcast.
bit broken.
You know, I'm basically
And they were
just gonna
broken
like.
because they didn't really have the words to say, and their father, who used to be a big part of their life,
If you could, please.
passes away, and
Yeah.
they don't have those tools and that person to lean on to bridge.
I'll
that
just
gap.
kind of like.
So they
I'll
manage
just
to
say
go home,
something,
They find this old ball they used
and
to play with
then
their dad. And when they
I
try
don't
and
know.
fall asleep with it, they find themselves in a world
maybe
where
like
no
I don't
one
know,
gets neither
maybe
asleep
like
nor awake.
some words will
And when
pop
they're
up.
in this, they can explore these moments, these memories, and solve these creative problems through a ball game.
Oh,
When they
man.
do that, they find the right words to say to confront these people.
The people we're going to be meeting in
I'm just gonna have this one ready. So when you say "oh man," it'll pop up.
Oh, man.
And there are lots of
Oh,
people they don't
goodness.
know quite as well too, and some people who have been shaped by
I know
this
we're
as impressions.
compiling Unity on Mac there.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out as
These
much
characters are really
information.
interesting because all of them are interwoven as part of Desta's story, but also with each other. They don't just appear as abstractions, but they really feel like a part of the makeup of Desta's background. One way or another, the people that Desta meets throughout the game helped Desta become who they are today. And they've taught Desta a number of different things, like standing up for themselves.
What words will you have ready for
themselves.
Zach and for
There's
JJ?
two different things in the story, but I would say that certainly loss is a big
I
part
love
No,
of
that.
Dolly.
Very
What,
good.
finding
yeah,
yourself,
what would you have?
perseverance,
Hmm.
and reawakening.
I'm gonna have words for them. That's no, just kidding.
We've been able to put a lot of ourselves into Desta. The same.
So I
is
walked
with
into the
pretty
other
much
room
all of our games,
whereas
but
we're
Desta in
prepping our food
particular
for the family
is
to come
very
over.
personal to a
Prepping
lot
the
of
grill,
members of the team.
and
I'm sure we
I
can relate
definitely,
to some of
I'm
the
like, wow,
themes
3 of
of
these suckers in and not having
ghosted
any
a friend
lunch.
and not being sure how you
It's
could,
pretty,
like, get back in
it's
touch
pretty
with
good. I
them
got a
or
good feeling right now. I'm
dwelling
I got a
over
perma
how you might
smile
have
right
said
now.
Yeah, man.
something in a
I
conversation
would
Good.
tell you what. I tell you what. I was right. That
We've got more depth
You were
in
right,
game
man.
mechanics than anything
that
we've
it,
had
I
before.
needed to be ready to
We're really looking forward to telling you more about
have
Desta
a high spirit
in the coming
for
weeks.
Summer Games Fest.
I think we did. Yep.
I
So-
don't know. It's just
For
you
those
know, it's
listening and watching,
This next
Taylor's
game
like,
is called Shim.
after
It's a
everything
shadow
was sort of,
platformer. You're a
I don't
little
want to say
blobby
spoiled, but
character platforming around in
Jeff
shadows,
himself was saying,
and a game
guess
with a
what?
really cool
Here's what's going to
minimalist
be on the show.
style.
This is literally all that's going to be on the show.
Hi, I'm Ewout.
Taylor's
I'm the
like,
developer
yeah,
of
we
Shim.
might need
And I'm
two
Niels from Xenoblade.
two cases of Truly. And holy shit, I'm like on number 4 right now.
We are a team of 2, plus the talented people at Moonseller, who do the audio.
yeah. I mean, it's just
I just lost. It's too M&M.
It's too bad because
Yeah.
E3 week is just like God. It's just 2019. The last time that we had one was just I don't know. It's fun to go through and just like conference. I don't know. I've always loved it.
Me, I loved it. No.
At its core, it's about jumping around.
And it's unorganized. I mean, again, no fault to Jeff, no fault to anybody. Actually, take it straight up fault to the ESA.
A little bit.
No fault.
Yeah, I mean, because what was always really cool to me was that like 2019, 2018, when Keeley was still there, but doing his own thing at E3 was really cool because he was there talking to devs, talking to people, and he was showcasing content that, like I mentioned earlier when we were in the middle of the conference, this kind of stuff that started to become more interesting to me, which was
big inspiration.
Talking to developers and about sometimes deeper information about what they're actually doing. Stuff that kind of like matters as I got a little bit older, and started to care about different things when it came to game development.
Yeah. He's really good at
now that he's world premiere man.
Yeah, now that he's world premiere man, it's a lot more difficult. But yeah, no, you're completely right. He's really good at talking to developers, getting them to either reveal things or to explain things a little better. And I always loved watching Jeff's E3 shows because it really was him just going all in, talking to people, having co-hosts.
And we are hoping
having to put on a show, I think, is definitely different, a different experience for him. We don't get to see that in-depth interaction. So yeah, no, I completely agree with you because he was fantastic. I'd watch the E3 press conferences, and even though everybody was doing these sort of live stream shows, always turned to Jeff to go over, to see who he would have on, what they would talk about, and it was very compelling. So. I don't know if we'll ever get back to that unless the ESA, decides to work with Jeff or Jeff decides to work with the ESA sometime in the future. But I think, I don't know.
You would hope that he would expressly be going out there and not trying to burn bridges. Although it certainly has not felt that way
right
this year to me.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Stefan, answer your question about how many connections you made during the bonus round. I don't know. I mean, the problem is that the bonus round was a long time ago. And not that all of those people aren't still in the game. There's a really heavy recency bias when it comes to that kind of thing. The connections that he's made over the last 4 years doing the Game Awards is probably insurmountably more valuable than the connections he made during the bonus round.
Yeah.
At this point.
By Rias, an illustrator and concept artist that came up with the idea for it based on one of his illustrations.
If for no other reason other than the fact that the Game Awards is a significantly more profile, much higher profile. Yeah, what is going on here?
Fox and Frog Long Journey Through the Night is planned for release in a few years.
Okay.
Oh, hold on, I'm receiving a spam phone call real quick.
Love it. Don't worry, Stefan, we can't see the name either.
I was correct.
It was spam?
Oh, yeah. They were speaking. There was a robot speaking Spanish.
Love it.
Solo developer Yo Fuji, Goodbye World is a narrative game about two young indie game creators, the shy Kani and the extrovert Kumade.
So yeah, it's weird, like
mixing influences.
I hate to say that I feel let down by Game Fest this year. Somebody was
Goodbye
asking
World
that
is a
question
tale
a
about the
little
passion
while
and
back.
struggles that comes with game
But
creation.
I
Through 13 chapters of the story,
it
rendered
was
in
definitely,
beautiful pixel art and a
again, I think
resolution
it was
close to the
very
Super
hyped up
NES
because
and
we
Game
were
Boy Advance.
missing the typical E3, and there are fewer press conferences this year. There are fewer big events than there were surprisingly than there were last year. Last year we even had a stupid like 2K roundtable thing
Goodbye World
that
is about
everybody
a
thought
simulated
GTA
escape.
6 was going to be
If you
announced
like this
at,
game, don't hesitate to wish
yeah,
him
I don't know.
and to follow the devs on Twitter. And if you are interested by
whether there
Japanese indie
we
scene
all
or
like you said, we all
And
knew about Last
Jeff,
of Us.
Jeff just also kind of has a natural proclivity to hype his thing. He just does it, you know. And again, like no shade to him, it's just what he does. He's a very good
Moving to a new city can be daunting.
hyper. I mean, you know, he's a natural enthusiast
Now,
of things.
I agree.
Explores the idea of quelling
I would
loneliness through this puzzle adventure.
since he's planning on doing an in-person event next year,
game called Birth.
and he's directly going against up against E3, yada yada yada, whatever. I would love to see him go all in on the whole festival idea. What's a game fest? What's a live stream game fest? Music. Go ahead, make this a 3-hour event. Put music on there.
Birth is a point-and-click
Give
puzzle
us
game about living alone in a large city.
Even if you had the same games you had now, I think you could do some really interesting things with
in order to quell your
sort of the
loneliness,
other,
you
there should have been more drops. There should have been
friend,
more
partner for
giveaways. There should have been
by
more stuff that
collecting
he
spare
tied
bones and
into.
organs that you find while traversing the city.
Yes and no. I mean, like, on one hand, I agree. On the other hand, that makes it feel
You will explore libraries and post offices.
like more corporate, more consumerist, which I don't know is the right move.
But what is he going for with Game Fest?
I don't know. I don't necessarily know if he knows.
You will meet creatures, and you will get to know them by searching through their personal belongings.
This looks kind of interesting, I got to say, actually.
Yeah, Steph and I did not play Cube Escape, so I cannot say the same. I can see this is mostly involving breaking into people's shit and looking at their stuff, it looks like.
Within these
I'm officially at the
some are physics-based.
I've had enough of these
some are
seltzers, I
pattern-based,
think 3 or
some
4
are
or
abstract.
maybe more, where the peanut butter M&Ms are no longer
There
have
are no
taste.
instructions, and you are rarely doing the same thing twice.
Things are starting to go numb in my mouth.
Alongside the main game, there are optional hidden tokens.
My mother-in-law's
that you
here.
can find
All right,
unlock
cool. We
secret
got somebody who can
buildings and
actually
treasures.
make the salad. So, as a homeowner, he'll
I made
appreciate
game
this.
with my whole heart, and I hope
My
you will.
lawn. I used to be a big lawn guy when I first got my house, my first house years ago, a decade and a half ago, whatever. And I worried so extensively about maintaining my lawn and making it look great, getting just the perfect cut. At some point, you start to think, it's not all that worth it because it's really wasteful. You're spending a lot of money on water. I mean, the space could be utilized for so much more stuff. I like having grass out there because we can just kind of run around and play and do stuff, which is really nice for kids. But yeah, at the same time, you start to think, if it's just sitting out there, I'm spending a lot of money to maintain. Well, I didn't super maintain my lawn over the last several months, and the climate has been atrocious here in
Hi,
Michigan. Just hot,
I'm
cold,
Florian.
hot, cold.
Co-author
Bugs
of
have
the upcoming
exploded in
narrative
my
puzzle game,
my
Time to
yard.
Say
Like,
Goodbye.
I pulled back a little bit of I think I mentioned in one of the episodes, pulled back a little bit of my sod, and it was just teeming with grubs, with other, bugs, with ants. And I'm thinking, oh, great, this is horrible. And spoke to the guy from the lawn maintenance when they came by. And they straight up said, listen, no, it's the weather. The weather is just wreaking. As they're seeing it everywhere in Michigan, especially. It's been nuts. So the guy came out today to spray the yard. I was all excited. I'm like, all right, cool. Let's see. My neighbor had the same thing done in his lawn 2.5 weeks later. Now it's like this beautiful green green color. So I'm kind of excited. See where my lawn's going to be in the next couple of weeks while I'm out on vacation and doing other stuff around the house. But then at the same time, I'm like, how much of this lawn can I get rid of over the next year? Replace it with just like stones or dirt or flowers or trees or something, so that there's definitely less to maintain and make things cheaper on me and less wasteful.
So I operate on the what I consider the Darwin approach to lawn maintenance, which is whatever survives. It was meant to be there. I do not water my lawn. I mow it every few weeks or so. I mow it on a higher elevation. Lawnmowers have. So I try and keep it high.
You go 4, 5, or 6, baby. That's the number.
Yeah, four is the minimum for me.
Yep.
That lets the low-lying clovers flower. How much rain I get depends on the season, Stefan. So I forget what my annual rainfall is, but we get a decent amount of rain during the spring. Sometimes August can be more wet than others, but it comes and goes. I mean, technically, the New Jersey Northeast area is temperate rainforest, as it's called, so we get decent precipitation. Pretty much everything other than the West Coast gets, or specifically California and below, gets pretty decent rainfall. But yeah, that's just how I've treated it for a long time.
That's good. That's the way. I mean, that's really kind of the way it should be. If I didn't live in this stupid HOA, I'd probably what I'd end up doing too.
Yeah, I don't have any requirements on what I have to maintain.
I have requirements. They're always like, you gotta keep,
wasn't that a great show?
Keep the weeds down, and
so now we have to say
he's got so many hats.
I hope you like that. I hope you liked all the games. Thank you to all the developers for making such fantastic
Thank
games.
you, Tim.
Oddly enough, nothing from Double Fine there.
That's true, yeah.
Maybe they're waiting.
Maybe there's something happening this weekend.
Maybe there's something to happen with a bigger publisher of theirs. So, some publisher they've been working close with. Like Microsoft.
Special thanks to Dose One,
the company that owns them. You mean?
All the beats and sound effects you hear in every Summer Game Fest.
It is cool though that clearly Microsoft, Double Fine has their own budget, so they get to decide on how they spend that kind of stuff. But at this point, Microsoft has a say in whether or not this thing happens at this point. And so clearly it's still receiving the blessing from Xbox.
I think it's awesome. I really enjoy how
you thought it was over, but it is actually not. Day of the Devs continues with a special after-party performance by the one and only Peter Berkman of the Anamanaguchi fame. He's debuting new music from a game you've probably never heard of. It's called Little Nemo and the Guardians of Slumberland. And the reason you haven't heard of it is because it's debuting
a new Little Nemo game. Nice.
At this very freaking moment. Enjoy. See you later. Thanks for tuning in to Day of the Devs Summer Game Fest Edition. Bye.
All right. Let's sign off here.
Yeah, you got to go. I gotta
go. Yeah.
Something. Or something
over here or something. But hey, 3 hours. We lasted together 3 hours. We drank a lot of seltzer.
We did.
I almost spilled this one on my laptop. Damn it! What is wrong with me? The seltzer will take care of the coffee that's in there.
I have to decide if I'm going to have one more alone because you're leaving me.
I'm going to have several with the family coming over. I might need it. Dude, it was fun. Thank you to all the viewers and all our listeners. Who are
the hundreds of them.
Hundreds of them.
Hundreds.
Yeah, maybe we'll see people on Sunday. Who knows? Maybe we'll see people tomorrow. I don't know. I got to figure out what JJ owes me a couple reviews, 1 or 2 reviews. Anyways, he's got to talk about some games, and then and I got to play that fishing game too. But if not, we'll figure it out. Either way, Taylor, you rock.
Dolly.
Thank you for hanging. So both of us took the day off to do this. So it's always good. Thank you, corporate lifestyle, giving us a day off to do stuff like this. And thank you to all the awesome folks that joined us. And we'll see you all in the next episode of the Side Quest. And SideQuesting.com. Yeah. At Taylor Bliss right there, at Dolly Domovsky, at SideQuesting, SideQuesting.com, SideQuesting TV on ye old Twitch. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Happy Summer Game Fest.